Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive on the new patch. So we will review all of the patch notes together. We'll be breaking it down. I'll give you guys my opinions on everything. And then we will go on and play some of the new very strange quick battles. Which if you haven't seen it, now when you queue for a quick battle, it's going to be a 50-50 toss-up between land battles and domination, which is really weird. Honestly, just a kind of a quick opinion of this. I don't like it. I think it's very weird. I think you should be able to choose. And I don't see why they couldn't have just had us like click on one of these and that's what it queues you up for. Very weird. Personally, I don't really care about like ranked or quick battles. I usually exclusively practice with my friends and play with my friends, but so I don't really have much on it, but I just think for folks who actually do enjoy it, I think they should have just had a way because yeah, there's just going to be a lot of dodging and whatnot. It's a very strange, somewhat tone-deaf change. Yeah, I think you should just be able to click on which one you want. That's what I think. It's just really weird. It's really weird. Like, how much more effort would that really have taken? You know, just to be able to click on one of these. Yeah, it's like I'm not like upset about it. It's just like kind of a weird thing. It's just a little bit weird. Anyways, yes, Lich 109, extremely happy for sure. So let us go ahead and go to the patch notes right now. So let's find those bad boys. And perfect. So here we go. Going to the Total War patch notes. Patch notes. So we're going to look through everything. I mean, I don't really care about the campaign stuff too much. We'll experience the campaign together once Immortal Empires finally comes out. We'll play all that stuff. But for now, we're just going to be looking at these. Yeah, it's really strange. It's really weird. Like the new queuing thing. Like ranked in Total War Warhammer isn't even really ranked. Like nobody cares about this. Nobody cares. All of the players in the top 13 players are all bugged. Okay? Like these guys are all bugged. And really the ranking of the top players, like most of these individuals who are quote unquote like top ranked wouldn't even be able to hold a candle to top tournament players. It's just like, yeah, it's a really weird system. And now that like ranked also takes into account land battles, it's going to be a really strange kind of business there. Yeah, it's going to be really weird. Anyways, I don't really care. We're going to have fun and play land battles and domination today, so, you know, it's all good. So let's go ahead and switch it on over and take a look at the patch notes together. So 1.3, let's see, new Regiments of Renown. So we are going to be playing battles today, pretty much to test all the new RORs. So every single faction got a new Regiment of Renown, which is very cool. Land battles have joined the ranked matchmaking queue, which is, I appreciate the gesture for sure, them trying to, you know, add something for everybody, but I just think they should have let you choose what you want to queue up for, just to prevent dodging and like weird shenanigans like that. Okay, character traits, all that fun stuff. Yeah, you got it. How to download, you got it. Sounds fun. All right, now onto the RORs. We have this, I think is one of the bigger ones. This is the Cathay ROR, which is the Righteous Lances of Weijin. So these are great long riders that have a guardian ability, which is going to be pretty good with like, let's say one of the dragon twins or maybe your, you know, dragon blooded lord. But the biggest thing about this that's huge is Cathay kind of does struggle with a little bit of armor piercing, is that they do have armor piercing attacks. That's actually very strong and I think will be very helpful for Cathay. Next up, we have the Blood Crushers of Khorne. So they confer fire weakness, which is okay. Blood Crushers in general are very expensive, but that is a good ability for Khorne, especially since most of your stuff does do fire damage. I don't think they'll see like as much play as the Righteous Lances, for example, for Cathay. Granted, Cathay doesn't see much play, but there's a really big change as it pertains to just the game in general today, which we'll be going over, which is shooting. The way shooting works now is really nuts. Oh, Kimsey, yeah, a lot of the folks have been kind of saying the same thing I was saying as it pertains to the matchmaking thing. Now we have the Oath Brothers of Tor, Warbear Riders. They have a bombardment, which is cool, and magic damage. So against demons, they're going to be better. Yeah, I haven't tested out the bombardment. This is my first time jumping on the patch, so we're going to be doing that all together and looking at all these guys. But yeah, always cool. I mean, Warbear Riders are awesome. And if that bombardment actually has like some knockback and damage and can like free them from spears, like cheap spears, that could be helpful. Pox Riders of Nurgle, the Barons of the Bog. Restores Vigor. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good, actually. Especially if there's like a big Nurgle blob, you could just send these guys there and heal the Vigor of all those units in a really long, grindy battle. Probably a little bit more effective in land battles, although I guess Pox Riders aren't bad in domination either. They also nerf the weapon strength of nearby allies, and having increased armor for Nurgle is really good. Like Nurgle lacks armor pretty heavily, so getting that increased armor I think is very, very strong for sure. The Sky Striders, Crushers with great weapons. They have Frostbite, extra damage, and missile resist. They're okay. I could see these guys being a niche pick, like in some matchups. Like occasionally I'll bring one Crusher with the Ogres, like one big boy, and why not have one that has Frostbite and a little bit of missile resist? It's okay. These guys probably won't see a ton of play, especially in Domination, because their capture weight probably isn't great, but yeah, we'll have to see. Eternal Entourage. So they buff nearby units, which is pretty good, and they have perfect vigor. These things might see play. I don't know. They're probably going to be like 1,700. Heartseekers are already really pricey, so maybe not. Like, the buff is okay, but usually the thing with Slaanesh Cav is they don't work in big groups, so AoE buffs aren't like super good for them. I think that they usually are like an individual unit that's going in hunting, so the buffs aren't really good. So I don't think they're going to be very strong. In land battles, it might be a little bit better, but in Domination, they usually work on an individual basis. Yeah. Knights of Immolation. Now, these ones are kind of cool. These are Doom Knights that can drop bombardments, and they also, they have all this stuff here. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Doom Knights. They have bombardments. We'll have to see how good they are, really. Now, going down, we can see the land battle maps. Arnheim is a pretty terrible land battle map. A lot of these maps just aren't very good. Like, Silver Spire is a pretty terrible land battle map, too. So I'm a little bit concerned about the map pool. Flats of Kislev, the Cathay Farms, and the Wastes of Slaanesh are good. The Crater is okay. Blasted Lens isn't bad. But half of the maps are pretty terrible for land battle bounce. But, it's okay. It's going to be fun. So, scrolling on down, there's a gameplay one. There's one other really big change. Okay. This is very, very underrated here. This is one thing that got buried in these patch notes a little bit, but this is hands down the biggest change. To prevent instances where ranged units hold their fire because of friendly units in their line of fire, overlapping units are now considered by the game as part of the same unit. This should ensure that ranged units can more consistently carry out firing orders. So, in Domination mode, melee factions are extremely dominant. Kislev can kind of play it a little bit. They can play a little bit of an infantry game. They have some good quality troops, but typically we see a heavy dominance of melee factions. Like Khorne is hands down the strongest, followed by Nurgle. And the reason why is just because melee is so much easier to use. You can typically just mouth breathe and send units on objectives and just blob, and having to effectively use powder units and shooting units is exponentially harder. I can tell you this as somebody who's mained Empire for a long time. You have to... And I'm pretty good at, factions like in Warhammer 2, like Chaos and some of these melee factions. They were some of my mains as well. And they're so much easier to play than the shooting factions. But, well, it depends on the shooting faction. Vampire Coast, I would say, is a little bit easier than Empire because you have an unbreakable front line. But, yeah, so shooting, you can, stack things on top, and units can shoot through much more effectively. It's pretty crazy. A lot of these are just campaign stuff. Yeah, you can see fix the bug we're matching. Yeah, okay. This is just random stuff. They also fixed the formation attack. This is more campaign stuff, so we don't really care too much about that. This is just faction, campaign buffs and whatnot. We're going to be going to the changes. So here we are down to multiplayer changes. Crane Gunners got their bullet penetration reduced to 2, but they got a cost reduction to go with it. So they're very much going to be in line with Jezzail's now, which is fine. I think they'll be okay. Fire Rain Rockets got a range increase, I think. Fire Rain Rockets only have 400 range? What is with that? They should have 450 and be like Hellstorm rocket batteries. Multiplayer cost reduction, that's okay. Probably still won't see any play in Domination, but it's a nice change. Sky Lanterns, hit points, cost reduction, and Zhao Ming got a cost reduction as well. Now, you guys might be saying well, Cathay is really bad. Why are they not getting more buffs? They got a huge buff up here. The fact that gun units can shoot through other units very effectively now is massive, and I think that Cathay might go from being really terrible to being maybe having a chance in some games. That's pretty big. Also, formation attack works now, so they're going to be seeking out combat. It's effective for frontal engagements, and yeah, it's great. So Yang Harmony now provides melee attack, and this one provides speed. Interesting. So you get a speed buff. Doesn't really seem very useful. Inspired defenses, marksmanship, and assault are no longer mutually exclusive. All 3 abilities can be selected at the same time. Oh, that's cool. That's actually a nice change for the Lord Magistrate. He can pop all those at the same time, and they have separate cooldowns. Because historically, I believe they shared a cooldown, so it was kind of a little bit annoying like that. All right. Yeah, well, here's the thing, though. Ranged factions really do need a buff in Domination mode, at least. Land battles, it's a little bit different, but, guns being obstructed all the time is really tricky. Because to fight for objectives, you need infantry up on them. You can't afford to sit back and have these, defensive shooting concaves in Domination mode. So, things like Dwarves and Empire will need effective shooting. And with the previous obstruction issues, I think it was a bit of a problem. But yeah, we'll have to see. It could be a little bit scary. Anyways, excellent administrator. So this is a control thing. This is all campaign stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, this is unified changes. Added 5 melee attack with peasant horsemen, jade lancers, great long riders. Oh, for rank 7 and above. Okay, so yeah, this is all like campaign stuff. So give me the multiplayer changes. There you go. All right, multiplayer. Blood Reapers got reduced by 100, which is good because they're pretty terrible. Fleshhounds got a much deserved cost increase. I think they could even go up to 800. Fleshhounds defeat like Jade Lancers, Empire Knights in many situations. And let me go ahead and see. Lord Magistrate buffs are campaign only. Multiplayer, you could always take all of them. Okay, Samurai, sounds good. So the Samurai is saying that those were just for the campaign for the Magistrate. So I know you could take all 3 of them, but weren't they on a different cooldown? I guess not. Okay, so I was wrong about that. Now start. Okay, so yeah, the Cultist also got nerfed. Now starts with a 60-second cooldown that will only count down when in melee combat. That's huge. If that's actually true, I think I saw that it was actually not the case, but Cultists now need to be in combat, which is good. Yeah, that's really good. Cultists need a fat nerf because they were just so stupidly strong. They're an auto take. Like, there's no reason not to take them. So Boris Ursus now does frostbite attack. Kossars get a charge bonus on both fronts, which is nice because a little bit better in shot combat now. They talk about cultist changes there. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the cultist changes. So Khorne, for example, we have the Gates of Khorne now starting with a 60-second cooldown that only cools down when they're in melee combat, which is quite nice. Elemental Bear gets a chilling aura. That's very cool. Got a cost reduction even more. Okay, Ice Guard got spell resist. That's not bad. And they got a little bit of an armor buff too. Ice Guard were starting to make a little bit of a comeback in the meta. Winged Lancers get a charge bonus increase, which is very, very nice actually. Yeah, very, very nice indeed. I dig that. All right, so taking a look down, Dazir's Brazier multiplayer cost increased. So this is the healing item on the Patriarch that got increased. It's whatever, not a huge changes. So Festering Sieges got a cost increase. I don't know how necessary that was. They didn't feel that. I mean, they're good, but I don't know. That's fine. Plague Drones got a cost decrease, which is nice. Gates of Nurgle now starts with a 30-second cooldown that will only count down when below 75% HP. Interesting. So the Nurgle cultists have to get a little bit beat up before they can cast. I like that. You know, honestly, I've always hated cultists like a lot. I think that like being able to summon things for no one's magic is kind of OP. Especially when the units being summoned are crazy good. Like Dryka summons like Dryads, whatever. They're not that good. You know, summoning Furies with Portal Glyph is okay, but they, you know, they're not going to just like dominate a fight. But like a Bloodletter summon and a Plague Bearer summon, those are very, very impactful. All right, these are more campaign stuff. Okay. And if you guys want to check out the patch notes, I'm sure there's a lot of other folks who went over all the campaign changes for sure. All right, so yeah, Iron Guts and Man-Eaters will now be able to hit infantry more effectively. This was a big issue as well. Iron Guts and Man-Eaters were just simply couldn't, like, they would often just miss infantry, and it was very, very effective. Very, very effective indeed. All right, so looking down here, Stonehorn reduces their missile resistance from 35 to 20. That is a huge change. Stonehorns were pretty stupidly OP, and factions like Cathay just simply couldn't kill them, so... more campaign stuff, whatever. That is fine. Added 10% speed for trappers when they're above a certain rank. Okay. Demonettes of Slaanesh. Look at this. Big changes. They get a little bit more HP per model, which is pretty significant, actually. Same thing with the Exalted Demonettes. Gates of Slaanesh now starts with a 15-second cooldown that will only count down when winning in melee. That's actually good. I think that you'll probably still see the Cultists of Slaanesh. Because that isn't that big of a penalty. It's nice because they won't be able to just drop it on your missiles right away and shut down your entire ranged army, but yeah, they only get it when they're winning in melee, which they'll almost always be winning against infantry units. So that's I do like that one. I think you'll still probably see some cultists of these guys, most likely. Yeah. All right, so scrolling down, Blue Horrors got an ammo reduction, which is fine. They were a little bit too strong in the ammunition regard. Gates of Tzeentch starts with a 60-second cooldown. Oh, look at that. That's cool. And the Tzeentch cultists are tied to the Winds of Magic. I really like the unique changes they did for some of them. I think Tzeentch and the Tzeentch one won't be too hard to do. Yeah, Tzeentch is probably still going to use cultists, but Tzeentch cultists were never overpowered in the first place. They were never OP in the first place, in my opinion. I mean, the only thing they're really good for, I guess, is like the Kindle Flame synergy for the army. But yeah, I like that change. I think that's good. Yep, and the Wand of Whimsy got a cost increase. This is a really good wand. It's basically like Wurzag's Bonewood Staff. Gives your entire army a melee attack. All right, I think we've covered most of that. This is just for like campaign battles, domination. We've heard your feedback, and this is a huge one too, guys. something that I've been just going balls deep on, complaining about nonstop, trying to get it removed. And the comeback mechanic is now gone. I'm so happy. It's such a piece of shit. And now the battle for Itza has additional spawn points, which is going to be quite nice. So a huge victory in some regards, for sure. We'll have to see the range units. So we're going to do a little bit of testing on that. So let's go ahead and switch over. You missed the insane damage buffs to Exalted Demonettes. They do like 30% plus more damage. Now, yeah, that's pretty scary. They're going to be really good. So let's go ahead and test this out versus the AI in a land battle. So let's go land battle. Let's go flats. We're going to test some shooting here. So let's go ahead and get some Kislev. Cut you guys. Get you. We're just going to test because it's mainly shooting units that got that. All right, so let's get you guys. And then we'll throw some big targets over here. They need to be like infantry-based targets. So let's go ahead and just go against Khorne. So Khorne is super... Like, ranged factions often struggle against Kislev, right? And the reason... Or, excuse me, against Khorne is because, like, they get in melee with you and then you just can't shoot them. Because they're in melee with your shitty infantry and then Khorne beats you there and pushes through your lines, right? But, if shooting is indeed going to be able to shoot things better that are fighting in melee combat, that is actually really substantial. We're going to have to test it out, though. But we're going to be playing a bunch of ranked games today, guys. This is going to be a good testing stream. We'll test the waters for everything. We'll test the goods. I don't know how effective of a test this is going to be. So there's a couple interesting things where when range units are stacked on top of each other now, they can actually shoot, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, the Dark Ages are almost over. Yeah, once we get to Immortal Empires, guys, this game's going to be glorious. I have a whole week planned where I'm going to be having the grand finals for Season 1 of Total Tavern. Going to be hosting like daily tournaments for a whole week. We're also going to be having, what's it called? Oh man, this map sucks. This map sucks. Oh well, it'll still work. Okay, so this is one thing that I wanted to test. Like, so apparently when units are stacked on top of each other now, they count as the same unit. But the risk of doing this, oh my god, imagine just having a Death Star of like units like this, right? Okay. So let's get you guys like form ranks, whatever. Fast forward battle. Hopefully the Khorne army will come over here. Perfect. The downside of doing this is if somebody brings one bombardment, you basically lose the game. Yeah, I know the shooting is pretty crazy. I'm aware. That's what we're testing here today. Shooting factions did need a buff, like hardcore. They really needed a buff. But the question is, did they need this much of a buff? All right, so we're getting ready to go. So let's see how they all shoot stacked on top of each other. Oh my god, this blob is so funny. Yeah, if somebody brings one bombardment, I basically lose this game, right? Okay, so are they gonna shoot like all at once? This is gonna be so funny. Holy shit. Okay, here they come. And okay, I don't see any obstruction. Oh, I love it. Yeah, they're able to shoot. Oh my god. Okay, so now what we need to do is go stand like right behind some of the infantry here. Yeah, shooting is going to be way stronger now. Holy shit. Now, the issue normally is Khorne would close the distance with you, and then you wouldn't be able to shoot them when they're in melee. So this right here, let's go ahead and test it, and let's have them shoot like this. And let's see if they can shoot through these guys. Okay, I don't see obstruction. Let's go ahead and take them off here. They're able to shoot. Doesn't seem quite as much. Okay, so they can't shoot through effectively. Like, yeah, now they're obstructed. See, because they're right on the unit. Okay, but the thing I really wanted to test out was if they're touching a unit, will they then be able to shoot through since they count as the same unit? Is that going to do it? So let's stack them like this, and let the boy shoot. Okay, partial obstruction on some of them. Maybe they need to be like more on top. All right, so testing this out. Yeah, this is actually going to be potentially quite strong. This is like some rank and file shooting shit. Like you could see they're able to partially shoot through the frontal infantry, but there's some obstruction. But if they're touching the melee unit, it seems that they're able to shoot. We'll do more testing with this too. So I can see what I do like I don't know, we're gonna have to test this out. Obviously the army I brought is way stronger than the Khorne army, so that isn't like a really good test, but if I stack them on, let's try it with some Cathay units. It seems that if they're touching the melee unit, they count as like the same unit and they're not like obstructed. And factions like Cathay really do need this type of a thing because they simply can't deal with armor. But like, is it too much is the question. So let's get like Celestial Dragon Guard and a couple of Crane Gunners. Let's do the Flats of Kislev. Yeah, so those are big buffs to range already, like huge buffs. And then we're gonna get like a Corn front line, but we just want to bring like, you know, like 2 of them or something like that. Okay. So let's get the Magistrate, try this out, and boom. You should test it with a more thick front line. Yeah. Iron Hails plus Jade Warriors. Oh, yeah. You're going to overlap 2 units on purpose. It seems a little bit weird. Like, I don't think they should, overlapping with infantry units, should allow them to shoot through them. That seems a little bit strange and, like, not working quite as intended, but I'm curious how it's going to be, yeah. It's kind of cool, though, because, like, in a really disciplined formation, like, I can see, like, a gun unit being able to shoot through the, you know, the pike and shot formation, right? It's really, this is one I'm going to have to test and watch more. So, all right, so we're going to blob you like this, and then we're going to put you like this. This is what I'm really curious about seeing. If these, like, are we going to have a pike and shot formation here? So we go in a thicker formation, and then put them right on top, okay? This is, like, potentially something that could be extremely strong. All right. So we're moving up. Let's see how the shooting is, firstly, on the approach. I am very curious about how this is going to go down. Okay, so, ooh. Oh, wow. That's huge. Holy shit. So if you stack them on top of the formation like this, you're going to have these, like, really nasty pike and chop. That actually looks super sick. That looks really cool. And find, like, oh my god, this is pretty crazy. So then the Iron Hail Gunners go here. You're going to want to put them in guard mode. And they'll just kind of keep shooting. Oh, man. Okay, are these, let's watch these guns for a minute. Are they going to shoot into the enemy formation, or are they going to get dragged in melee? Okay, so now they got dragged into melee combat, so you want them a little bit further back. Or maybe I give shooting orders. Yeah, I think I could probably do that. Okay, they're lining up. Are they going to shoot? Let's see. Yeah, some of them in the front line are shooting a little bit, but it seems that when they actually get into melee, they kind of stop. Let's try this now. Okay. Yeah, see, this is where it's strong. Oh man, that's so sick. I don't know about from a balance perspective, we're gonna have to see, but that just brings me so much joy. I love seeing all these mouth-breathing, stupid melee factions actually have something that can kill them. Wow, dude. Wow, so what you do is you stack them just behind, like this. Okay, and then you give them a shooting order, and they're just gonna start blasting. They're gonna Danny DeVito it. Although they're obstructed right now a little bit. But they still shoot through. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, there's things I don't want to draw a conclusion. And like, if you see anyone drawing like a huge conclusion today without having seen a competitive event, you know, definitely take it with a grain of salt. Because people are going to be eager to sensationalize this one way or the other. But you need to, yeah, and let's see how they shoot through here. See, yeah. So obstruction. They're kind of touching the unit now, but let's go ahead and move away and see if they get obstructed. Yeah, they're far enough away now. The spell on those guys is going to melt them. That's true, but Khorne doesn't have any magic. Wow. That's good. I mean, Khorne is so stupidly overpowered compared to the other factions. Like, look, in Cathay, playing that way isn't necessarily going to get them the objectives, right? All right, let's try this weird ranked matchmaking now. Yeah, like Magic is really going to punish that, though. That's the thing. If you blob up like this, guys, Magic is going to wreck you super bad. I think the meta will probably adjust to people bringing Magic. Oh my god, Iron Drakes. Yeah. No, Tzeentch is, you know, well, here's the thing. You're saying mouth-breathing melee factions? Yeah, we know. Tzeentch and Kislev are good, but Tzeentch is, you know why Tzeentch is strong is because it has Chaos Spawn and good infantry like Forsaken. If Tzeentch was just like purely a shooting faction, okay, so we're on a domination map here. Let's go ahead and try Grand Cathay out and see what happens. I'm sure everybody's going to be trying these factions now. I don't think people will dodge too much. We'll see. I mean, maybe. We're going to try out some Cathay. Okay, so Slaanesh is still going to be a hard one for us, right? So, I mean, the usual build against Slaanesh is just an Air Force cheese. But, I don't know. We'll try something a little bit different. So, let's go ahead and try some Jade Warriors. So we're going to go for a Dragon-Blooded Lord. Perfect. With the Jade Longma. I do want to try the new stuff, right? Like that's the whole point of us being here. So I guess, yeah, we'll get some of you. The guns will be able to shoot. Do we go with the Iron Hails versus the crossbows? Yeah, you know what? Like, they're usually not good against Slaanesh, but let's try them out. Let's see. Let's see what we can get done here. Can I send you 5 plants? There's no more comeback mechanic. No, there's not, thankfully. Comeback mechanic's such shit. I'm so glad it's gone. Hopefully never to return. We still have to deal with Furies, which is unfortunate. So we're going to get these guys in the front. We're going to stack the Iron Hail Gunners kind of on top of them and see if we can effectively do that. And let's go ahead and just get some reinforcements. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're definitely going to want some spears. We can get the Dune Dragons to hold the back objective, and then we just kind of like shoot over the middle one, which I think would be pretty cool. Terracotta Sentinels, not a bad idea. But like, I'm hoping that guns will be good. The problem with guns against Slaanesh is protecting them. Let's try the new... These guys have armor piercing and Guardian. Like, I don't think they're actually worth it here. I mean, what is the stat differential? Let's see. So... pretty big stat difference, actually. You know, screw it. We're here to try new shit. Let's give it a whirl. Get 2 peasant horsemen, throw some chevrons on them. All right, so as far as the reinforcing army goes, do we want a crane gunner? Not really. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to go Iron Hails. Normally ranged against Slaanesh is a death sentence, but now that I can kind of stack them on top of things, I'm kind of like, oh, maybe that could be pretty good. Yeah, we might need some durable infantry, some Jade Lancers. Could be okay at clearing out Marauders and, you know, peeling Furies and things like that. Yeah, and Peasant Horsemen, always quite solid. We can get a Skyjunk too, or a Terracotta. I don't really know, man. Get a Peasant Archer, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's not the most tuned build, but we're mainly trying out the guns to see how effective they are. Yeah, this is going to be wild. We do have the new longbow. We have the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin, which is super exciting. Yeah, Jade Lancers are, they got a buff recently. They got a charge bonus buff, and they do a little bit more work. We might not be able to kill his infantry super effectively, but I mean, I'm thinking that the Iron Hail Gunners will get the job done. Yeah. I know. So, Medi, the thing is, you say you don't know about Iron Hail Gunners against Slaanesh. I know typically they're not considered good, but I'm just testing them with the new changes. Fire Rain Rocket's not very good. It's too hard to protect. Slaanesh can just dive your artillery in the back and kill them in like 2 seconds. Slaanesh might be able to just break through pretty hard, but I just want to see what we can get done with our guns. And if Slaanesh doesn't bring any bombardments, I might just put them in a blob and just like have this like shooting box with guard mode just to snipe things. We're just trying some weird shit out. We're just trying some weird stuff, guys. Don't know if it's going to be good, but we might just get wrecked. Slaanesh has been very, very favored in this matchup. Extremely favored, so. All right, so yeah, and now we theoretically don't need to turn off formation attack, right? Okay. Okay. And okay. So we're going to try this in the middle. See how we roll. You have the 2 flyers and a couple peasant horsemen to help protect, so they'll just be peeling Furies and stuff. We'll give it a try. Yeah, magic is a good counter to this for sure, but I'm not even, yeah, like if he's got like the Lash of Slaanesh, it's going to do some big damage for sure. Slicing Charge. The thing about Slicing Charge is it has like a 45-minute cast time, so it's really easy to dodge. Let's see how these guys look. Okay, they got like a different like tone. Yeah, they look pretty cool. They have like an orange paint scheme or something. Hard to say. Demonettes are buffed, be careful. Oh, dude, I'm probably going to get wrecked here, honestly. Cathay is just so dumped on by Slaanesh for sure. What we do is we get the Dune Dragons up here to hold Objective 1. There's no more comeback mechanics, so going for the objectives right away is going to be pretty good. The good thing about this map is it's like a choke point, so let's put these guys in guard mode so they'll keep shooting. And what do we have? Demonettes? Yeah, Demonettes of Slaanesh. The foul Demonettes. Okay. Okay, let's position you guys like so. Get the guns up behind them. Get you guys here to party, and we'll send the Dune Dragons up here soon. If they want to go for Dune Dragons, I have Longwest support. What do we have? Cultists of Slaanesh, which has been nerfed. Marauders and Demonettes. Okay. You want a thicker front line? Yeah, yeah. We have a pretty thick front line. We're gonna set it up. Don't you worry. We're gonna do like our box and see how effective it is. Okay, up on the high ground, we got Hellstriders with Hell Scourges, nothing that our haggard peasant horsemen can't deal with. You know, honestly, based on what I'm seeing, part of me wants to go for like just like a Skyjunk right now and just kind of live our best life. Wow, these guys are a lot faster. Although we do have the harmony. Oh, you know what's good about being able to stack these for Cathay? Do we have any exalted demonettes, or are they just basic? Okay. Furies are coming out. Not too worried about the Furies. Yeah, I see he's dodging a little bit. So we'll just pull back. We have our llama riders, so we can go over there and our llama riders riding the mighty llamas of Cathay. Okay, so setting up the formation just to get that nice little setup here. And let's go like move over his army now. He's not. Slaanesh has always kind of struggled to contest the skies a little bit. And let's get the junk. Move the junk up. And now we just kind of like impose our will here. And go do some fun bombardments and stuff. Dragon Breath of Doom. Yeah, very nice. It's a great spell. It's a great spell. Alright, so let's stack you guys here. Here. And here. He's got what magic on this character? He's got all the goodies. Well, we just need to be very cognizant of the slicing shards. Like, very, very aware of it. And then next we just summon up the Dune Dragons. Okay, what are these? These are Hell Scourges? We'll go see if he wants to give us a free fight. Let's get the junk moving as well. He's got some Marauders going for the back objective. And you guys can move up ever so slightly. Just kind of chase him back here a little bit. I think we should have another breath attack soon, so we can go kind of melt his army a little bit. He might try and bait us onto the ground. We got to be aware of that as well. Yeah, I don't think he's going to give it to us. X is not going to give it to us. All right. Keep like softening up his infantry a little bit. Let's get you guys standing on top of them. Peasant horsemen at the ready here. And now let's go ahead and get the Dune Dragons back here. Do we have enough? We do. 1350. Great. So I'm going to try formation attack. I'm going to have a good faith. Give it a good college try on the formation attack. I should be hitting the demonettes, but the demonettes are faster, so I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he would be able to dodge if I went for that, right? So we're going to get these objectives here. We can get some more peasant spears. Do we really need those though? I think we just save up for Cav actually. All right, so now he's coming for it. That's going to be a power one. Oh, the 2-for-1 bargain deal, baby. That's what's up. All right, so Iron Hail Gunners here. Let's see how they do. I mean, this is going well so far. We're getting a lot of damage against his army. We're already up by 1,000 value. And there, yeah, he's not going to get it from the Dune Dragons, but just to be safe, let's send one more like spear up there or something. I love not having to turn off formation attack. Hey, Dudley, thank you. All right, so we're shooting now. The shooting is going. Let's go ahead and get you guys to melt these Chaos Furies. Oh, I love it. Unleash the powder. Unleash the powder. All right, you guys attack here. And boom. So we're chilling out. Let's get you guys going here. You guys going here. And we need to probably get some cheap spear units up, actually, to deal with those, like, elite cav of his. All right, so let's go ahead and find his elite cav. Drop the fat bombardment right there. Nice slicing shards. It hit one of the units. The crane gunners doing it. How are these guys? All right, let's get him back up. Pull here. And we probably want to just put a Jade Shield on them and have them attack you guys. Perfect. All right, so we're on top of them. We have a couple Peasant Spears on the way. Jade Shield has done the trick. Let's keep shooting here. You guys can keep shooting here. And you guys need to pull back. So he got his summons. He did. Let's get you in there too. How are our elite guys doing? They're actually pretty entrenched, but seem to be doing okay, despite the summons or whatever. We did get routed in some areas. We can go ahead and bring in more of the warriors. It looks like up here we do have a little bit of a fight. Those are Demonettes of Slaanesh. The Dune Dragons should win that, 100%. We've almost got his RORs down. We're up in value, but this is still very scary. All right, so we've broken that formation. Let's get our flyers back up. Crane Gunners here. Kind of got shut down a little bit. Yeah, so Slaanesh obviously able to get some good bump and grind. We're going to have to start value trading, 100%. Let's hit these cav over here if we can. We have some more of the wind attacks. I don't know, the formation attack doesn't seem like super strong. It doesn't seem super strong. All right, let's buff you guys up. So he's blowing all his like cultist payloads, so as long as we just kind of survive that, I think we're okay. And our other long riders have come back. Let's get these Jade Lancers moving back in, and you guys, those are fake Furies, okay. So, seems okay so far. Let's go ahead. I know this isn't like typically Cathay stuff, but let's grab some elite infantry and send them over there. I think the middle fight's going like well enough. But you know, you could see he was still able to get on top of my shooting, although some of them are still alive. Here we've broken this formation. We can send back these injured guys. And yeah, we should have the capture weight on this. Whoa, he actually got that objective from me? How the hell did that happen? Well, let's get you guys up and make sure we get that back. That's very weird. Herald of Slaanesh is here. Let's get the Herald. Yeah, let's kill the Herald. I think we can just kill it here and get you guys on the spawn. And then all of you haggard peasants up on the objective. You guys shoot here. Yeah, he's going for that back objective. I think we should get it though, for sure. Oh, look at the fire rain rockets doing work. Yeah, you know, these new cab seem pretty good. Oh, is he going to be doing a slicing shards here? I think he is. Let's see if we can get away. The peasants aren't going to be able to dodge it, but our flyers took a bit of damage, but nothing we can't survive. All right, let's jump back in there. Get you. Get the peasant horseman surrounded. The Lord should just die here. Now he's moving up with what appears to be more goodies. And, you know, take any victories that we get in quick battle with a grain of salt, because we're not playing against, like, you know, top tier, super sweat, you know, tournament players, right? Need to be unsummoning units here. Dune Dragon's doing pretty good, but yeah, maybe going to be overwhelmed here. We'll have to maybe get some more reinforcements up there. Probably should have sent Jade Lancers, but I just figured the infantry capture weight's important. All right, so he's going to try and save his lord. Let's go ahead and put the ward save ability on you. And what are these? These are Hellstriders with Scourges? Okay. And boom, we're going to give you the business there. Yeah, pretty good, although the lord is still alive, which is a little bit problematic. The classic Cathay problems are starting to emerge. All right, so let's keep attacking here. We have this objective. I think, did we ever get this one? No, we didn't. Wow, that's pretty annoying. Let's move up. You guys can fight these marauders. And we are going to get his back objective, though, so that should give us a pretty good fighting chance. Did I just, like, throw my lord on the ground? Nice. All right, let's see if we can get away. Might have just screwed the pooch by landing my lord on the ground. And his lord is still surrounded. Okay, so we got a nice shot there. Let's see if we can get away. Perfect. Keep blasting these guys. Cathay infantry spam, because I feel like against Slaanesh spamming anything else is going to be a little bit problematic. Alright, let's unsummon you so we can get the pool going again. Mostly cav units here. Yeah, we didn't get the goon on his lord. It ended up not being like super strong. But we are going to get the back objective and the top objective, so we're going to have at least two here. So he's going to have to kind of scatter to the winds on both of those. Let's get these peasants up here to get this one. And in the meantime, the junk can just kind of keep throwing the junk in the trunk. Yeah. Oh, don't land down there, buddy. Don't you land down there. So we'll unsummon the guns and bring them back later. You guys get here. Let's unsummon these long riders. Unsummon these long riders so we can resummon them, which of course are very useful. And we have another beautiful breath attack here. It's gonna hit like everything. Ooh, yeah. That was Value City. That was Bread City. Could almost do like a junk bomb. Yeah, almost do a junk bomb. And do we have that objective? We finally do, jeez. And why do we not unsummon this guy? Come on, that's weird. And this is taking a long time to get that objective up there. Taking a sweet, sweet time. All right, so I don't know if formation attack is hurting me. I've been using it the entire game. I don't know if it's causing problems. Let's have you guys go here and intercept there. So I kind of overestimated the longbow's capabilities of, let's get some Jade Lancers out just to support this fight a little bit quicker. And that objective should be ours. There are some demonettes coming up there. But hopefully with our lord, we can actually win these fights. And I think we will eventually re-wrestle the middle. All right, yeah, so you can see the troops here are like kind of getting melted. Let's ride around the side. And yep, we've been able to hold that objective here. Ooh, that's, he's probably going to slicing shard bait me here, I would imagine. We'll have to see. I think I can get the middle back, though, in the meantime. So let's move you guys up. Set up shop. Set up shop. We'll see how they do. We'll kind of lurk nearby and just support as needed. And the Jade Lancers will be here in a moment. Let's go ahead and unsummon the Dune Dragons. Get them a little bit healthier. Damn Furies just being the most annoying shit in the game, hands down. Alright, let's go ahead and do the ward save shield on them against the Demonettes. We'll hit these Hell Scourges here. You guys come around the back. We'll get a big flank. And then we will roast the Demonettes with the fire of Grand Cathay. That was pretty good damage. I don't know if it'll be enough, because he's got more infantry coming up here. But we should be able to get the middle, 100%, I think. Alright, you guys gather up. Do we have a terracotta? We can try bringing some guns back out and like test the waters with them again. I feel like that could be a mistake since capture weight is just so important. And ooh, that's going to be bad. If we can dodge that, we're okay. Alright, looks like we dodged it. Good thing I was kind of watching. Alright, so let's get back on the objective now. And he's got more Furies, man. Yeah, that objective is going to belong to him. So we are up on points, but it's very, very scrappy. Value lead does favor us. So Jade Lancers, and looks like we're currently debuffed. All right, so let's start shooting into these Marauders of Slaanesh. It's chasing us here. And summon in more infantry. Come on, Jade Warriors and Peasants. March to the middle, my brave soldiers. What do we want to buff him? Yeah, we could put the buff on these guys. We just can't kill these damn lords. Yeah, Cathay's DPS is a little bit funky. All right, so now let's just shoot. Can we shoot that cultist? Move up on the objective here? I don't know. Yeah, the formation attack thing hopefully is working. I don't know. Got to unsummon. With Cathay, it's very important to unsummon units. How's the junk doing? The junk is doing quite good also. So now that these guns are like stacked on top of each other, yeah, and these are actual Furies of Slaanesh. Okay. Hey, yeah, this guy's actually a good player. He's getting some really good wind spells and stuff. Let's see if we could just like punish these guys. Yeah, so we got the cap on him. He managed to get his other objective back. He's got some wild units just chilling out here. So let's shred them down so they can't like roadblock me later. All right, so the guns are up. Are they in like skirmish mode or something? Okay, they are shooting now. Perfect. So the junk needs to be sitting here to give the harmony buffs. And the Iron Hail Gunners need to shoot the Chaos Spawn now. Okay, let's get you guys. Go there. We got the Lord trapped. Let's get our Lord to attack as well. So Iron Hails, are they going to shoot? Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, good damage. You see, the Iron Hails are able to shoot through the cavalry. So you can already see shooting as being more efficient, which is really, I think, necessary for factions like Cathay to have a chance. Is there anything we want to do in the backfields? We can get some more elite units. Just play the long game, right? So we're going to send some troops up there, and then these guys can come across. Yeah, the fact that the shooting units can actually shoot when they're, you know, engaged. Like, we've almost killed the spawn unit, which is super valuable. The junk is just kind of randomly shooting shit here. Uh-huh. Furies are being a little bit annoying. Let's put these guys in guard mode and see if we could actually shoot the Furies off. Let's get these Jade Warriors back there. All right, so we got the Lord a little bit beat up. I'm pretty sure we just win now. I think it's GG. Do we have any Peasant Horsemen? We do. All right, so let's go up here and see if we can grab this objective. Seems okay. Yeah, seems okay. The shooting is definitely, I mean, we see it being better right away. And this was still like a close-ish game, mind you. Uh-huh. We saw Cultist in action. I mean, he got his summons off, but he couldn't do them right away, so I was able to get a little bit of shooting value in the beginning. But yeah, shooting is a lot better. It clearly is a lot better. Making the classic mistake of going after the junk with the Furies, or maybe going after shooting, yeah. See, Furies are still an unholy pain in the butt. Like, 100%. Alright, let's roast those guys. Nice damage. And yeah, Iron Hails are able to kind of shoot at the Furies in melee, but I'm still kind of losing a little bit. Cav are coming down, but yeah, it's going to be GG just on points alone. He'd have to triple cap me at this point. And we're going to get his back objective too, I think. Yeah, see, the Furies still shut you down. They still do, so you'd have to use like longbows to protect them. But I think we got this one. I think we got this one. So the new RORs obviously aren't designed against Slaanesh. Slaanesh doesn't have a lot of armor, so it's not like super effective. So we can go over here and maybe get some buffs. But looks like that's the end of the road for our boy here. Do a little bit of cycle charging with the Peasant Horsemen. Yeah, Demonettes definitely seem a little bit better. Not that they were bad ever. I mean, Demonettes were kind of a little bit more niche, but really still were, had some issues, I suppose. All right, so let's get you guys. Oh, not my best cast. Nope, no, stop it. There we go. Okay. The Demonettes are so fast, it takes like a different timing to anticipate their movements. All right, let's go ride these ladies down. He's got the sweet sorrow. GG. Cathay W, man. Okay, so that looks pretty good. The shooting, I mean, the shooting is good. Yeah, it's a lot better. Shooting's going to be stronger now. It gives you more options because, like, normally you can't shoot into cav fights. These are things that you definitely need as a shooting faction, but we'll have to. Time will tell. We'll have to have some big tournaments and see how good it truly is. Because obviously, if you're just playing people on ladder, that's one experience. But yeah, I mean, none of them got like crazy value. I think one of them got like 900, 700, and you know, did okay. The junk obviously is always insane. 2,700 value on the junk. Really, really good. Have you considered changing the UI color settings from green to blue? Maybe I will. Yeah, maybe I will. No, Cathay is not going to be S tier. No, definitely not. They're going to be good. Like Khorne is still favored against Cathay, I would wager. I would wager that 100%. So I personally think in domination mode, units that when they die, they should be gone forever. Dude, I hate the comeback mechanic. I'm so glad it's gone. That was like one of my biggest issues. Yeah. Oh, Nakamura, I agree. I so far I like the shooting changes, but we'll have to see how it is. Like because in my experience in domination mode, and even in land battles, like shooting just is, especially with powder, is pretty ineffective. All right, so we are on the Silver Spire. So let's try another powder faction. Let's try Kislev. Actually, okay, he just dodged. Yeah, so that's going to be a pretty common. People who don't get the game mode they want are just going to dodge till they get it. But yeah, no, I'm super happy about the comeback mechanic being changed. So shout out to the CA folks for that. That was like my biggest wish list item. The other change I really want to see experimented with, not implemented because we don't know, is when a unit dies, it stays dead forever. You know, I think that'd be cool. I think that would, a lot of land battle enjoyers would like domination more if that was the case. All right. Oh, we have a land. You see, yeah, now we're in a land battle. This is pretty trippy. All right, let's go Kislev. Kislev is probably my favorite land battle faction to play. Yeah, this is kind of cool that we get a land battle in here. I just wish there was like a button you could click to switch between the two. You know, that would be nice. That would be nice. I like that I really liked that my Iron Hail Gunners could shoot into the melee and support my units. Okay, Ogre Kingdoms versus Kislev. This one is pretty fun. All right, so do we need to use an army blocker? You know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's get Wookiee. Wookiee's been chilling out a little bit. Okay, so as far as Lord choices go, I'm gonna bring a fun Lord. He's not the best choice, but he's very cool. So we're gonna go for that. All right, against ogres, what do we need? Kossars are probably honestly just fine. Oh my god, I didn't even think about the implications of Kislev shooting because they have like hybrid shooting across the board. Wow, that's gonna be some crazy shit. Okay. That looks good. And that looks good. Wow, wow, I have some crazy thoughts about this. This is gonna be some shit right here. All right, guys, so we don't need, actually for clearing out Noblars, yes, we probably want that. Okay. That looks fine to me. Probably a couple Winged Lancers will do. Yes, Winged Lancers and Kossars. Yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be very strong, I think. What do we have to worry about? Stonehorns? Okay. Let's do it. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Lightning strikes here. He's ready. Give us the new bears. Oh shit, I forgot about them. Sorry, I got such a hard on for the shooting that I forgot about those guys. I mean, but though, if you really think about it though, at the end of the day, even though the queue is like a 50-50 toss-up, you can just dodge and get the game mode you want. There's no penalties, so it's not like that big of a deal. I just think it would definitely save people a little bit of time if you could just pick which one you wanted to queue for. If there was just like a little button there, you just click and it only queues you for that. Yeah, the Ice Bear against Ogres has never been like that crazy. I'm trying more of like a Kislev Coast type build. Should have brought like a little Grom probably, but... Alright, so let's do this. Thank you, Wookiee Claw. Hey, and we have a new member on the stream. Sorry I missed you. Dudley, thank you for becoming a new member. My apologies for missing that. It was in the heat of a Cathay battle. Okay, perfect. So now we should be able to shoot more effectively through infantry. We have our Kislevite Kossars with spears, who are just ubiquitously very good against ogres. We have the Streltsy in case he brings any like iron guts or armor. We got Boris Ursus. We have an Ice Witch to just slow things down. We have a Halberd Lady in the back, just because they're cool and you have to have some fun. Double Snow Leopard to goon any big targets. Like, Kislev is probably my favorite to play in land battles of the newer factions. Alright. So I'm going to play according to tournament rules, more or less. But, I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to experience any sort of cheese or anything like that. It's certainly possible. You know what? We should probably just play like this. He could be corner camping. Because, you know, this is the Wild West of land battles, in case you forgot. Q dodging, yeah. It's tricky. It is tricky, tricky indeed. How happy am I with the summoning changes? I really like them. I think cultists were really stupid and needed a big nerf, so I'm happy. I'm happy they got changed. All right, so let's scoot up. Yeah, he's obviously got the Iron Fist all over the place. We'll see if they save him against the shooting. We got some saber tusks coming, so let's hide you guys in the trees. Maybe he won't notice them. Yeah, so we target the dual weapons, those other units, Slaughtermaster, the Great Maw. All right, let's position up. Boris is going to just go alpha and go after the Slaughtermaster. The Capture Cats, as they're called, which I love. It's one of my favorite names for them. It's hilarious. The Capture Cats can just get entrenched in some of these engagements and just, help. They're pretty good against saber tusks too, actually. All right, so yeah, he's going to have to move into my bow line here. Now, in land battle, shooting armies are much better. Okay, so is he on the approach? He's about to be enraged. The dreaded Ogre Kingdoms cometh. Wait a little bit closer. And that should be good. All right, so let's pop that. We could just start focusing down the Iron Fist at first. I love powder builds. It's just like, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So these are man-eaters, actually, so we need to make sure to focus them down. And these Capture Cats can go here. Kislev Coast is upon us, dude. Just look at the absolute punishment that's going down in some of these frontline engagements. All right, so where do we want to go? Yeah, you can help with these Ogre Bulls. We got man-eaters over here. So that position should be broken pretty quickly. Boris and the boys can fight there now. We do have some Ogre Bulls with dual weapons attacking on the flanks there. Get you guys over to support. You guys can come down here and head off these saber tusks. And so far, so good. Yeah, seems to be going pretty well for us here. Seems to be going good. All right, so you guys keep shooting here. You guys take out that Stonehorn. Capture Cats, jump on the Stonehorn. That's why you're here. Stand your ground. And I would wager we're pretty far ahead. I would be shocked if we weren't. Oh, these Streltsy actually have some line of sight issues here. So we should probably just turn them in to shoot at do we have man-eaters here? And it's just Ogre Bulls and shit. Okay, well, we'll turn and shoot. Boris, pull back a little bit. Capture Cats are on the Stonehorn. We've intercepted most of the cav engagements, I think. Let's get you guys in the back to help out there. Boris in a bit of a pit fight. Let's see if we could drop a slow here as well to slow those guys down. The little adorable cats are doing the best they can. Ice Guard ladies, yeah, we can switch on to some of these other units, no problem. And how are we doing on the flank? Okay, we're taking some L's in some areas, but we are up in terms of value. Come on, little cats. Get that big Stonehorn. Streltsy and melee, unfortunately. We can't quite escape with them, so we're just gonna have to pay the troll toll. Hopefully we can finish off the Stonehorn. The little cats that could are trying their best. Boris, unfortunately, got trapped in a pretty crappy little like ogre blob here. Let's see if we can jump on this man here. How are we winning on that fight? Are we winning? Man, the Winged Lancer is actually not doing as hot as I thought they would. Let's go over there and see if we can support them a little bit. He's catching up in value. He's catching up in value. Ooh. Can we dodge the Power Fist? We partially dodge it. Okay, so let's pull you guys back. We have the Kislevite Cav over here holding on like champs. Boris is just going to keep gooning the Lord if he can. We need the Capture Cats to jump on this guy if we can. All right, let's rear charge into this. And yeah, you know, we have halberds on these ladies, so it's not too big of a deal. And let's have you jump in there too. Any other slows we want to apply? Yeah, we could just do a big AoE slow here. It's not super useful, but... Couple Winged Lancers. I'm surprised the Winged Lancers are losing to the Saber Tusks. That is perplexing me, for sure. Alright, so how's our halberd ladies doing here? They're doing pretty good. We've almost got the damn Stonehorn down. Imagine the Stonehorn like pre-nerf, right? How strong they were. Oh, these are actually Iron Guts, wow. So Iron Guts are actually a little bit scary. Let's pull the Snow Leopard back. We have some Winged Lancers. Better than none. Let's charge these guys if we can. Boris is kicking the butt of the Slaughtermaster 100%. Okay, do we have any like little wind spells we want to do? These ladies are going to be MVP. These Ice Guard with glaives are just cutting through any ogres that attack them. And then they're also going to be, you know, surviving. Big ogre onslaught coming this direction. For sure. Yep, we got you guys back. Let's reform ranks here. Let's get the Capture Cats here. And now we need to start shooting into these ogre bulls if we can. And yeah, Boris just kicked the butt of the Lord. This guy's a good player. He's actually seems very strong. Very, very strong. I don't know if my build was like optimal by any stretch, but it felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. Maybe I need more melee. Dude, look at Boris just going deep on that character there, though. Yep, so we finally took down the OP Stonehorn, which isn't super overpowered anymore. And let's go after the Ogre Bulls with dual weapons. Shoot in there. Balance of power's in our favor. We're up by about 3,000 value. Let's charge the Saber Tusk packs. Get those guys. I'm really shocked that the Winged Lancers lost there. Okay, we killed the Ogre Lord. Boris Ursus has dragged the beast down. And yeah, I mean, honestly, nothing about the shooting felt like egregious here. So far I'm happy with the shooting changes, but again, very limited scope of sample size. Look, when somebody makes a sensational video showing it in a very skewed situation, but in a practical land battle, it didn't seem that crazy here, but I guess I wasn't like stacking them, but if I did, he would have just AoE'd me. So yeah, we have the Ice Guard. Dude, these Ice Guard ladies are just Super Saiyan, man. They're so good. They're just holding against the ogres here. And we break the front line. Chase some units down. Boris Ursus is just so strong. He's definitely a linebacker. All right, let's get the shooting in here. And this is where the shooting you're going to notice, because they're going to be able to shoot in a melee a little bit better, right? Kossars' Spears, fight, and you guys go help. Take the Noblars down, get you on the Bulls. You take out the Noblars here, and that'll probably be army losses for him soon. Something about land battles for me, I do enjoy playing land battles a lot. Now, the thing about land battles that I enjoy is that if you're playing with friends or people who are good sports, I think it's a really amazing format, and honestly, it can be more fun than domination at times. But when you run into degenerate players or people who are barely following the rules just to, like, win a tournament or something, that's when it becomes really problematic. How much value on these Ice Guard ladies? Man, for only 1,400, I'm surprised. I feel like they paid for themselves, yes. But I feel like it could be more. Let's get the Ice Guard glaives, start shooting here, have you guys chase these ogres down. Perfect. Here comes Chad Boris Ursus. Dude, look how cool he is. Yes, just bear slapping these guys down. I can't wait to make a Kislev army in tabletop. A lot of gold, actually, in their army. So Boris should be able to take down those Iron Guts with a little bit of love. We'll bring his lady over. She can come help. Let's get the Saber. Capture Cats there. And yeah, what are they shooting at? Oh, they're shooting at some of those units. Interesting. So now with shooting, like, we could stack these guys on top of each other. Let's stack them up on top of the hill for testing purposes. And they should be able to both shoot. Boris could probably solo this guy's entire army at this point, I think. He's still scrapping to the bitter end, though. All right, so we're stacking these guys up. Now let's give them a lock formation and have them shoot here. Okay, are they going to be able to shoot? Yeah, so they form ranks. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's going to really, really help the efficiency. I prefer the Empire Medi, yeah. Yeah, the fact that they can both shoot, and then, yeah, that's really rad. I like that a lot. Oh boy, that was a good game. That guy was actually pretty good. He definitely was very scrappy. 3,000 value on Boris. Boris, he probably did it. I don't think it will, Romulan Dog. I don't think it will. 1,400 here. Shelty did okay. Capture Cats were... they kind of got their butt kicked by that Stonehorn Hunter a little bit. Kossars did fine. I'm really surprised that the Winged Lancers did as poorly against the Saber Tusks as they did. Maybe I didn't get like a good charge. Maybe they didn't. That's a really nice quality of life change, especially for newer players, because they often will like stack their units. Having the Bear Cav there would have been actually pretty strong. All right, let's queue it up. We're gonna play like every faction today and kind of get a feel for it. If I'm like playing with friends, I typically do prefer land battles, but for tournaments, I think domination is a little bit better now because of the lack of rules. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't think that yeah, Romulan Dog. I don't think Warhammer Old World will have that. All right, so we have Battle for Pizza. Hey, we're playing Lightning Strikes again. Let's see if he dodges. Let's see if he dodges. Oh my God! Wait, is Ogre shooting going to be like that too? Hold on. We're going to go Ogre Kingdoms here. Let's get the Wookiee blocker up. This guy's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player. All right, so where's the Wookiee Claw? All hail the mighty. He's arising from the deep with crooked paws and incredible claws. Okay, Lightning Strike taking some sweet time here to see what's up. Turin, massive ask. Can you, through a poll, ask if your viewers prefer domination or land battles? Sure, we can do that. Yeah, no problem. Just don't attack people who have different points of view. I mean, people are allowed to have their preferences. I'm actually kind of curious to myself. He's playing Grand Cathay, interesting. So yeah, Cathay is actually decent against ogres, especially with some of the changes here. So we're gonna try something very. This is gonna be a bit of a meme build. But it could be good. We'll have to see. Okay. So we want to do you. You guys are gonna dig it. So we don't want that. We don't want that. I think those spells will do the trick. Belly slapper. There's so many fun abilities. All right. Seems like a pretty down the middle of the road. Yeah, they're both good formats. They are both good formats indeed. So Hunters got a pretty big nerf. Hunters were basically the answer against Grand Cathay before. All right, so let's try this, and we can get you. Boom, boom. So this is definitely like in the territory of meme. But I'm trying unorthodox shit because I think that'll be more fun than seeing like the same sweaty thing. Iron Guts got buffed today too. Iron Guts are actually a lot better. Cool. Looks good. Let's get you guys. And you guys. Probably want to get some of these too. Saber Tusks are just always good. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I mean, pretty decent split. Hammond, so we can now slot Archer Lords and Heroes with Archers and have them shoot together. Yeah, just like in Tabletop, exactly. The comeback mechanic is gone, which is super nice. I do enjoy Domination mode. The one thing that I'm concerned about for Domination mode is the dominance of melee factions. Like, in my experience, melee factions are just way more, are just exponentially stronger. Or factions that can play melee. So Zeech and Ogres are different because they have really good melee. But like factions, I'm really concerned for factions like Empire and these kind of factions. But some of these shooting changes go a long way to, I think, making it better. For sure. Yeah. I think in Domination, when something dies, it should stay dead too. I would actually like that change a lot. The screen blocker is way too small. Yeah, it is. But it's okay. Alpha Omega, thanks for becoming a member. Yes. Yeah, they added 2 more spawn points on Itza. Big shout out there. That's a huge change. Yeah, Domination's gonna get more maps, I'm sure. I would be really shocked if we didn't see more Domination maps. So this is a bit of a meme build, but we might still be able to pull off a dub. Because what he's probably gonna do, if this guy has been following the patch notes and stuff, is he is going to stack shooting on top of each other. So we're gonna see what we can do against it. So I got some fun shit, guys. You're gonna love this. We got double scrap launcher. Got a couple of these guys. We have the Powder Guts, who are just awesome. We have some Iron Fist too. The Ogre's hiding in the trees. Extra secret agent. You guys ready to launch some scrap, baby? Oh yeah, dude. It's on. So we have the scrap launchers. Is he double terracotta and cannons? Interesting. Okay. And crane gunners. Wow, that's actually kind of a cool build. Kind of a neat build. I'm tempted to just send some like Gorgers back there to get his cannons. What's really funny about scrap launchers is we can like use terrain. So we could just like launch some scrap and then we could just hide here. Where's those scraps even going? Are they going after the great cannon? Okay, let's pull you guys back. I don't want to lose any ogres. We're just gonna hide in the bushes until the time comes, and we're gonna just try and range to the best of our abilities. Can we reach that Grand Cannon, actually? Let's try some Gorgers out. Nobody gives Gorgers any love anymore. Okay. So Cathay is rolling up. The Crane Gunners did get nerfed. We're gonna pop out and just like unleash like hell on these Crane Gunners right now and see if we can get them. We're gonna just save a bunch of points, go for like a big ambush or something. These guys are just running away for now. The scrap launchers are actually killing the Grand Cannon. Look at that. Oh, he earthblooded the Grand Cannon. That's pretty wild. All right, so yeah, shooting shouldn't be as much of an issue now. So Crane Gunner's obviously gonna start doing some work, but our Lead Belchers should not suffer any obstruction issues, which is gonna be huge. Let's send you up there. And Powder Guts can hide in the trees. His cannon is going down. Yeah, look at that. The Lead Belchers are doing some pretty good damage, although the hill is partially obstructing us, but we are doing some work. So let's go ahead and Troll Guts these guys. Yeah, Crane Gunner's getting wrecked, and the Grand Cannon in the back is doing some work as well. We have a lot of money saved at this point, so I'm not sure how we want to approach it. Powder Guts are just going to hide for now, and looks like we took out the Crane Gunners pretty hard. Let's see if he'll let us get the cannon. Oh, we actually didn't finish these guys yet. Okay. He actually got the harmony in range to prevent that, which is really nice. We'll go up there with the powder guts. We'll get this objective. Yeah, this build's a little memey, but it might work. Okay, we took that down, which is great. I wanted to do like an Ogre Kingdoms shooting build, like a Daka Kingdoms. Is kind of what we're going to call it for now. I'm just saving resources so he can't like plan for what I'm going to be doing. And we can go ahead and do... How long do we have in the objectives? 42 seconds? All right, you guys ready for this? Just the jank? It's going to be great. All right, let's get our big man up. We're going to take down his cannon here. Powder guts are going to position on the hill and start shooting at his big boy, and we should get this top objective, and I think we get the bottom one too. I think that's Talons of the Night. I don't think it does much against monstrous units. So we'll let him kind of party like it's 1999 there. The scrap launcher memes might cost us a bit. All right, so let's get these guys in and get the gorgers on top. All right, let's get another one of you guys to get the side objective. Get the gorgers back for now. Powder guts can start shooting at the terracottas. And his grand cannon's almost dead. It's getting there. All right, so move on there. You guys do this. Powder guts are getting some nice shots. I believe we have more spawn points. Yeah, we do in the back. All right, so let's get a saber tusk up and see what we can get done. We are getting a lot of damage here. We need to retreat back and get some bulls on parade. All right, so let's get you guys here. Get the shooting back, like so. You guys engage here, and let's go ahead and do troll guts on these guys so we can maybe save some models. Yeah, we seem to be getting this objective. Granted, he does have some Jade Lancers coming in. A little bit sloppy letting my powder guts get caught. That's pretty shit. Well, he's more or less out of shooting. Let's get the powder guts back to the corner here and see if we could stabilize our shooting. What is this even? Oh, some peasant lung spearmen, huh? Okay, interesting. So let's get the ogres on parade. We got this objective here. Gorger's still doing some work, man. Let's get a full surround. Oh my god, the blocker's up. Oh my god, a classic one. I'm sorry, Jesus. Oh man, it was such a good fight until then too. It has to happen every blue moon. It has to happen. It's a signature play here on the channel. Iron Guts, take down the Jade Lancers, pull you guys back a little bit more. We can actually dismember these guys. And let's get the bulls attacking here. And then we can get the powder guts back online. These stupid... You know what? Yeah, the scrap launchers are probably best suited to actually just fight there and do their thing. We are holding that objective, but for how long, who knows? Let's get you guys on here. These bulls we can get up onto this point to try and capture. We can shoot Miao Ying here. All right, so they've been broken. So let's get all three of you guys to start shooting the big dragon lady. And powder guts, yeah, blast it. Halberds are on their way though, which is a little bit unfortunate. Let's get some Nobbler trappers over there, see if they can help. He's up on value though, because we're kind of like, we have a lot of really inefficient units, unfortunately. We have a lot of inefficiencies in our army. Okay, let's do this. Go after Miao Ying, see if we can get her down. Start shooting you guys. Get the Iron Guts to move up. Iron Guts can come smash these Jade Lancers here. The scrap launchers are just such pieces of shit. They're just so bad. All right, let's run through the swamps. We have to run through the swamps like Shrek here. We are up on points and there's no comeback mechanic, so we can always just play the points as well. And Saber Tusks, let's retreat you guys. Oh, look at the melee scrap launcher just running shit over here. It's just too strong to be left alive. Start shooting these halberds. Start playing that middle objective a little bit. What are these, peasants? Yeah, we could probably just feast on these peasants real quick. And powder guts have gotten away. If Miao Ying wants to chase the powder guts to the corner of the map, I am more than down to party that way. Because that is just not going to be efficient at all. Let's get the scrap launcher going. Shoot those halberds off the center point. And yeah, those peasants are going to get broken here in a second. We can summon some bulls. So if he leaves that side point, what we do is we just spawn like a bunch of bulls and go for it. Yep. Let's get bulls and looks good. So let's move you guys up. Move you guys up. Start getting the little ninja stars being thrown here. We can get the Iron Guts to go after the terracotta, pull you guys back. And yeah, I'm okay with this. If he just wants to chase with Miao Ying, that's going to take a lot of his resources off the battlefield, right? Like she's just not going to be active and engaged, and that's going to be a huge win for us. Looks like the halberds are broken, and we did also break this Jade Lancer position, I think. Yeah, good. Why are you guys getting into melee? Come on. Come on. Iron Guts. We'll get the Lead Belchers back here. We're for sure going to get this objective. So I think we could just kind of keep playing these objective shenanigans and we should be fine. Yeah, so he just realized that chasing Miao Ying is not a worthwhile investment here. Definitely not. What we'll do to make her even less impactful is we'll just cast like this debuff on her. And it looks like he's reinforcing the middle objective pretty well, so I think we just play the top of the side. Yeah, perfect. And we're for sure going to get this one. Let's just path on and attack here. Okay. Outstanding. So now we just peace out, go for these. Powder Guts here are going to kill that big Terracotta. We can also get Power Fist on these guys, like so. Just kind of see what kind of damage we can do. The Terracotta Sentinel's trapped up here. Dude, the scrap launchers are just so bad. Man, look at that Power Fist ability, though. That did some good work. All right, so yeah, we get this side objective. The peasants have been broken. Let's go ahead and rush over here. Keep playing the memes. And are we actually passing them in value? Holy shit. Some crazy stuff. All right. Well, yeah, we basically gave him like 1,200 gold for free in this game with the scrap launchers. We're just like, here, you want some charity? Here's some terrible units for you to deal with. All right. Dude, I can't believe I had the screen blocker on. Thank you for that donation, by the way, but, you know, I certainly don't deserve it for that haggard play. All right, so we got a lot of money saved. I'm just trying to evaluate what we really need here. Are they going to be able to shoot through the lead belchers? Oh, they actually kind of can. They actually kind of can, which is cool. Let's get another Gorger up here. Do I have this objective still? I do. Great. All right, so we took this one. Let's unsummon the boys. Powder Guts are just so good, man. They're such a powerful unit. And let's unsummon these Beat Gorgers, leave the Noblar Trappers here, come down to the middle. Those Hounds finally stopped rampaging. They finally stopped. So let's just get this guy back to this objective and they can just hold that. Miao Ying's just wasting so much time there. It's wild. All right, we'll get on that Grand Cannon. Let's see if he reacts. All right, let's just go into the trees. No sweat off my back. No sweat. Let's come shoot these Celestial Dragon Guard. We're going to see how good this guy is at protecting shit. We're going to use some old land battle tricks. See if we could just kind of circle around and find him. Yeah, Miao Ying's back in the menu. All right, so let's just get some Iron Guts, pop him out, have him go smash these peasants real quick. And yeah, we're just going to park in front, see how well he wants to protect those. Clearly he's a good player. We played against him last game, so he was very good in that land battle. Gorgers are going to hide there. They're kind of like deceiving. Power Fist coming down. Cavalry, they're coming this way. Nice defense. Let's get the Powder Guts in here. Let's do like a middle push. Yeah, we don't care about this fight. Let's just get up here. All right, so we'll try and take the middle now. Gorgers in waiting, so we should be able to fend them off. I'm pretty sure we got this game in the bag. We'll run the doggies up here. We'll unsummon you. You guys can just kind of lurk around the back and be annoying. Maybe the Powder Guts get this. Let's pop Patrol Guts on them. They're so good. Their value's probably like, yeah, it's fat. It's fat for sure. All right, so we're going to get this. He's going to try. He thinks it's just Noblars over here, but that's why I think Gorgers are still an underrated unit. Like, yeah, they got nerfed, but now they fulfill the role that they're supposed to fulfill. They don't just kill everything, right? And let's go ahead and get some bulls on parade here. It's a great song by Rage Against the Machine, by the way, if you haven't heard it. And, yeah. We'll jump back on this. These guys can just occupy those Jade Lancers back there for all eternity. It's got some peasants coming that way, but doesn't matter too much. Should be able to just Gorger them down. The Ogre Kingdoms are back, baby. They are back. And we can send these Noblars to target these guys. We'll actually use the slow ability on them to keep them from getting to the objective. And it looks like we're going to get the middle too, which is really, really nice. The Ogre RORs are good, but not in this matchup. Like, in this matchup, they're not going to be great because Cathay doesn't really have too much large. I mean, yeah, terracottas and shit, but in general, we need to pull back a little bit. We're kind of overextended here. Let's get some Noblars out. Need to pull back ever so slightly. Our dudes there are holding the line. Let's go jump on these peasants, and then we'll give the Massacre ability as well. Did we actually get this one? I don't know if we did. My lord might die here. A little bit trapped up. We can drop the Power Fist to the Great Maw here. That will that'll do some big damage. Yeah, let's get the Powder Guts in there. Nice Power Fist. Perfect. Hit just where we wanted it to hit. And on this objective, we're pretty cozy. And now we can do the Massacre ability up here. That'll give everybody here terror, so these peasants are just going to get wrecked. He actually pulled ahead in value again. Pretty scary. Let's finish the Terracotta off if we can. But yeah, it doesn't take into account our healing. Like, we're also healing, right? So now Cathay is very bad at, like, we just kind of keep an eye on where he's trying to go. You can see he's unsummoning some units back here. The scrap launchers are what made this game close. If we just didn't bring them, we would have won pretty decisively, I think. All right. Yes. You keep looking for the meat. Those peasants up there holding like champs, actually. But this is... Cathay is very easy to anticipate. You can usually just like zoom out and look and see where they're going and just kind of like account for it. So we see like a Celestial Dragon Guard coming, so we just send like chaff that it's going to take them like 2 hours to kill, right? And yeah, it looks like the Terracotta Sentinel is going into the can. No, Cathay's not going to be S tier. The shooting changes are good, but Cathay is not going to be S tier by any stretch. They're still going to be one of the worst factions. It helps them a lot though. What I think will really help Cathay is when they get a DLC or something. Like, then Cathay will probably become good. They're kind of like the Empire, but just they lack... Like, Empire in this game mode is going to have things like Free Company Militia with Vanguard deployment, where they can Vanguard them and get objectives quickly. They have grenade launchers. They have ways of, like, clearing things around the battlefield quickly that Cathay doesn't have. Cathay is really a formation faction, and obviously this game mode doesn't care for formations, so... Some maps, on Battle for Itza, you could have like a big formation like right here, I guess, and control the 2 objectives, so that's very much on the table. Celestial Dragon Guard are here, so what you want to do against them is you pull back the Ogre units and let the Noblars get in there and just kind of tank them like champs. You guys are out of ammo, so let's go ahead and summon another one. We can use these guys, and I think we should be able to shoot the Dune Dragons now. Yeah, there's no chance of him winning here. The Gorger's actually really damn good this game. Really, really damn good. All right, so we won with Cathay though earlier, guys, against, you know, a good Slaanesh opponent. So we saw the changes of Cathay come into effect, and it was actually pretty good. Actually pretty good indeed. Alpha Omega, thank you for becoming a member. Sorry you guys didn't get to see the beginning. Yeah, if you stack your units like that, you're going to get hit with vortexes and you're going to lose probably. And I think people will... I think that's going to become meta against any shooting faction, is to bring things that punish blobs. Free Company Militia, I think, are going to be strong in domination mode. I do. I do think they'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, like Cathay will get a DLC. They'll get like some powerful mobile units or some really good grinding infantry, and then they're going to be strong. Like, that's just how it's going to work. Yeah. But this change does make Cathay a lot better. Like, a lot better. Shooting lines are just way, way better now. Hey, Alpha, appreciate that, man. Oh, no, we're playing Reginald Puggington. He's really good. Reginald Puggington's a crazy, crazy good player. Who do we want to go for here? So I want to play every faction for you guys. That's kind of the goal of the stream today, is just to play every faction once. So we've done Cathay, we've done Ogres, we've done Kislev. Let's do... I don't want to play... Oh, man, I really dislike playing... I'll play Corn and Land Battles. They're not as OP there. But let's go ahead and play a little bit of Slaaneshi fun. Yeah, I kind of want some shooting. I don't know. You want to experiment with the shooting faction here? Sure, why not? All right. Puggington is actually qualified for the Summer Championships. He won my qualifier. He's like a really, really, really strong player. Top tier, hands down. Certainly stronger than I am right now. The comeback mechanic is really nice. Being gone is really nice. Bring the damn ROR. Okay, I will try this time. Hopefully Puggington will bring one too. Hey Gojira, how you doing? Oh, dude, Puggington is very scary. Oh, we both have Pugs as our pictures. I have Wookiee, and he has Puggington. Okay, I want to try the new units, so I'm not going to go for a super sweaty build here. This is normally Tzeentch favored, but it won't be since I'm bringing this thing. All right, so we got you. As far as the Lord goes, we probably want to go for a dude on a disc, maybe. I know Puggington's a good guy. He's not going to stream snipe me, so I'm not even going to bother with the blocker here. How can you be a bad person if you have a pug as your picture? You have to be. You have to be solid, I think. Bring the new RORs. I got you covered. We're going to bring the Knights of Immolation. It's going to happen. Okay. That looks pretty standard. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, shooting with Tzeentch. They kind of have a good arc of fire as is. So I don't know how problematic that will be. If at all. Do we need Furies for any reason? Yeah, Furies are just always good. Definitely want more spawn. Spawn are just always nice. And Chaos Knights of fun? Do you want some Chaos Knights of fun? Maybe. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this build. Yeah. We can't go pure sweat every game. Screamers don't feel particularly useful. We got the double fury, which I feel is enough. You're not like trying to shut down any Nurgle shooting or anything like that. So yeah, whatever. This build's good enough. Not amazing, but it's certainly a fun one. So Fires of Change, yes. Locus of Abjuration. And Chromatic Tomb gives us reserves also, which is really good. Which is really, really strong. Put some chevrons on these guys, make them a little bit better. All right, let's get this party started. Wish me luck. Is the new campaign out yet? No, it's not. Man, there's like one unit I'm like really wanting to bring, but I'm not sure. Can I afford that somehow? Oh, it's so expensive, dude. It's kind of screwing my whole build up. Then I have like 450 left over, which is just so ugly. Yeah. We'll try it. We'll bring you. And then what do we have for? Is there anything on this roster that costs 450? There's not. There's no really cheap units. The Blazing Squealers are potentially an option, but they are very expensive, so maybe I just kind of like pump the brakes on those guys. Okay. Got you, and then we can go ahead and get another one of these. Yeah, whatever. It'll do, Pig. It'll do. It's a fun build. And Nurgle is pretty damn good. I think Nurgle's the second strongest faction behind Khorne. Did you hear that they're finally resizing Chaos Knight mounts? That's great, yeah. So they're not going to be riding ponies. Anyone play the Starship Troopers RTS? Says Alpha Omega. I have not. I don't really have any interest in it because it's a single player. So, you know, I'm like, what's going to happen is I'll play it. There'll be a slight learning curve for about 45 minutes, and then I'm just going to stomp the AI in every mission. That's just how it's going to go. And I don't think that's worth the money to me. I like a challenge. I like getting wrecked by players like Puggington. All right. Here it comes. Let's get back in it, man. Minimize here. The blocker. Okay, I don't have a blocker up now, do I? No, okay, it's gone. It's gone. So I've never used these guys. These are the... They have a bombardment. Man, I'm actually really excited. Against Nurgle especially, this is going to be really fun to try. Okay. So we got the Haggard mouth-breathing spawn wall. We have our little disc man. And then we have the Doom Knights of Tzeentch, which are the RORs that... They also drop bombardments. I'm going to go try it out. I'm going to go drop some hot steaming payloads on these guys. Yeah, I played StarCraft 2. I was pretty high ranked in that. That was a long time ago. That was like 2011. Mutation is friendship. It is. You guys hyped for this? Here it comes. All right. So now that there's no comeback mechanic, you know, we can just move and grab the objective. A lot of Nurgle players would be like happy to just let you have it, but now it's like we want to move it and groove it. Dude, the Doom Knights are so cool. I think Doom Knights are just one of the coolest looking units in general. Do they have them in tabletop? 5 charges, yeah. But we don't know how much damage it does. It does Sunder Armor. So I don't want to use them all right away. You would want to save some because he's going to be juking it. Puggington's going to be ready for it. But let's bring the Discmaster. We're going to get the magic regen ability first. So let's go scout, see what he's up to. He probably has some Rotflies around. All right, so that'll give us ones of magic. So we're at 1 per 4 at the moment. He's just going to the high ground. So what we do is we just like park like this. And then we need to get someone on the back objective here. Probably like a Forsaken or something would be fine. All right, so let's go get you. Let's like fly over and see what's cracking. The Haggard Doom Knights are here. What happens if I overcast this? Increase armor piercing damage? Yeah, we don't really need that. So I'm not sure like the best way to do this. Okay, let's try it. Hey, you know, that's not terrible. Look at that. We took a... He's chasing us with the Rotfly Lord, dude. I love it. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Yeah, that, you know, that actually isn't bad. So we get a blue fire on you. So we're hitting the Nurgle Lord. And then we want to go ahead and like get even further up on the objective like this. And what do we want to summon? Probably, I'm going to get the Chaos Knights next because they're cool. You have to, sometimes you have to play Rule of Cool, man. That actually, oh, oh, okay, so you, It recharges if engaged in melee. So we actually have to be engaged in melee for that to recharge. Okay, so that makes it a little bit more balanced probably. Because, yeah. Don't let him get the blue ones with Stream of Corruption. Oh, definitely not. He's going to, though. It's going to happen. So we got the Rotfly, man. We're going to kind of keep shooting him with our little Discmaster 0. We have some Nurglings in the back we could go after. We could definitely try and pressure those guys. Is he going for my back objective? He is not. So let's get some Chaos Knights up here. See if he can really cause like a substantial roadblock here. I'm loving these Doom Knights though. They're pretty fun. We got his Lord kind of low. Yeah, the Bombard is great, but it only recharges in melee. I didn't read that tooltip, so it's not going to be quite as egregious here. So we'll just kind of keep going after Homeboy. If he wants to fight, we have the Doom Knights standing at the ready. All right, so Chaos Knights on their way up. Let's go ahead and get you guys like positioned like so with some spawn at the gates. The other guys can just kind of park over here. And yeah, we're getting his Lord low for sure. Let's attack here if you want to. Chaos Knights are like in position, so when he tries to go down the ramp, we're going to hit him hard. He's really consolidating his entire army here. Dude, the Doom Knights are... Oh, he actually hit the Doom Knights with Rancid Visitations or something? Interesting. So let's get them back and make sure they don't die to anything. Let their shields regenerate. We almost got the Rotfly Lord down. Yep. Pop this. Get the Winds of Magic going. That's the tricky part. So, yeah, we have one objective. We have two objectives. So he's going to have to come down eventually. There's going to be a big surge from the Pug. 100%. Stream is okay? It should be fine. Yeah, just refresh it. Refresh it. Let the boy watch. He be dropping frames. Let me check. On my end, it looks like there was no dropped frames. So it might just be like a weird server thing or... Okay, he's going for the back flank, which we kind of had an idea was going to happen. 100%. He's going to have to start using like healing shit on him. So let's go ahead and get Forsaken. Forsaken. Get them up here. And we need to get some spawn and some blues up there as well. The Doom Knights can... We could even use the Doom Knights as like a roadblock to kind of keep him from getting too crazy. All right, he's coming after us now. Chaos Knights are watching. So yeah, this is going to be his gambit. He's going to try and get the back cap on us. We'll see. He could like maneuver down to the middle too. Okay. Let's pop you. He's got the ROR Plague Toads, the Barons of the Borg. Yeah. Oh, that would have been better if I just used it with more units, actually. All right, so we need to get some pink fire as well. Get these guys up here shooting. I love that there's no comeback mechanic now, though, because I can just like play the objectives, and if you don't want to engage, you're gonna get punished for that now. Whereas before, it was kind of just like, yeah, how much HP does he have left? That Lord is getting very beat up. We're forcing him to use a lot of heals on the Lord. All right, so we got the double Beast of Nurgle coming in. Let's engage here. You guys shoot here. A couple of you can line up like so. And now he's going to be charging down the middle. This is where it gets complicated. Let's shoot the Plague Bearers. Hold on, my game is like, I can't see the bottom toolbar there. Okay. There we go. So we'll move the Chaos Knights up. We have the Discmaster 0. So let's blast him with a little bit of love. We got the roadblock. Oh, but we don't have too much support there. I think on this side it's going reasonably well. Spawn of Nurgle. Let's get the Nurglings. We get the pinks shooting at some of the big spawn here. And I think we're A-okay. So now we're going to go threaten the back cap on him with the Chaos Knights, which is kind of the game plan. He's moving into the choke here, which is going to be very tough for him. Yeah, but there was actually an ammo nerf on the dudes earlier. Can we click that, please? Thank you. Is it not letting me click this? Click you? Okay, here we go. That was very strange. Anyways, I think the game's probably over. We're winning every engagement, just about. He's in like a mass rout over here. Chaos Knights are going to back cap this. We have the Doom Knights. Do they have a charge now? Do they have a... Is it regenerated? Might be. All right, let's get the spawn going here. Let's get the Doom Knights applying their fire damage to these regenerating units. Chaos Knights are threatening the back cap here. We have the Festering Stooges. So we'll just kind of keep the Chaos Knights around here to kind of keep them honest. And how are we looking in the middle? Oh, we might be able to get some stuff there. We need to get some Forsaken up. Yeah, he's going to try and jack this objective. So we need to get you on there. Chaos Knights can like loop around the back of the Nurgle spawn zone. Let's actually just go back up into the hills here. don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe. I mean, you always think it's over against Nurgle, and then suddenly they're just jacked him as prime again. They're just taking your objectives and shit. He is kind of getting through here. Okay, never mind. This game isn't over. It's definitely not over by any stretch of the imagination. Let's get the Chaos Knights down here. Get a nice little wind spell right there. Let's get some Flamers of Tzeentch coming up. Get some of those guys roasting. Take down the Lord. Get the Tzeentch army ability on him, and great. So that was solid. Now we just move down here. I think we win this high ground engagement, 100%. And Chaos Knights can slam jam, space jam into the back of this fight. Do some work. Can do that. And we got the Forsaken up on the objective, and we also have troops coming down here. Forsaken of Nurgle versus our Forsaken. We got the Flamers of Tzeentch, which I'm really curious how it's going to work with the new kind of focus there. Glorious, my lord. We have taken the enemy objective. Nurgle's position in the meta might change now that there's no more mouth-breathing comeback mechanic. They might have to like actually play differently instead of just... Because a lot of Nurgle players enjoyed that quite a bit. I mean, they didn't like the mechanic, but it helped Nurgle. All right, we got a nice one on the Festering Stooges here. Chaos Knight's really just... Oh, man, look at the Chaos Knight flank, which is the roast of all those demons. Nice. Let's get our other Chaos Knights back. And the Doom Knights, we definitely want to get some bombardments up. We've shot those Forsaken off. It seems that the Tzeentch got a buff too from the shooting. Yeah, Tzeentch is enjoying the shooting as well. Alright, Chaos Knights retreat. What else do we want to do? Alright, he's going for the back objective again, but it's going to take too long, I think. Those spawn are going to be tar-pitted there for like 10 minutes. Let's get our Doom Knights. We can do another bombardment soon too. We'll loop around. Do we have any fast units that we can get there? Get some pinks. Start shooting the Festering Stooges off. Oh my god, these flamethrowers are just brutal. Just brutality right now. Let's unsummon some of these beat-ass spawns so we can resummon some good units. Doom Knights, do we chase there? No, I think Doom Knights can just go after some of the scraps around the map. Let's get you guys back to defend here. So line up the formations. Wham bam space jam all day, man. Yeah, all day. Yeah, Festering Stooge is going to get roasted by the Flamers of Tzeentch, who have gotten quite a bit of damage value. All right, let's go get his back objective now. We'll kind of move over here. And Nurgle has always been disadvantaged versus Tzeentch, but I mean they can win it. We've seen it won in high-level tournaments for sure, but it's very, very hard to do. You're definitely on the back foot. Almost got the break there. You know, I actually really like the Chaos Knight pick. I felt like they were pretty good. Let's move our blues up here. You guys want some cinematics here? Yeah, GG. Those Doom Knights were actually good. That bombardment wasn't bad. Did not hate it at all. Well played to the Pug, man. He was in a hard matchup. Nurgle versus Tzeentch is just difficult, so. It can be won, but I don't know. I don't think you can afford to sit and just like, especially as Nurgle, and let somebody get the objectives right away. But against Tzeentch, I guess you don't have much of a chance. You're just going to get sniped. Like, the Lord getting cheesed is like really tough. Doom Knights 1500, Spawn did okay. Shooting does seem better. Like, I noticed my pinks weren't getting obstructed as much. Flamers got about 1,000 value there, and Chaos Knights didn't get much value, but they were a good like hammer unit. Good distraction. Yes. GG, well played. I hate the comeback mechanic. I'm so glad it's gone, dude. I'm so glad. Yeah, Warhammer 3 is, it's almost, like, dude, once we get Immortal Empires, this game's just going to be glorious. Yeah. I don't like how it bounces you between the two game modes. I am fortunate because I enjoy both Land Battle and Domination, so I don't care like that much, but for people who do have a preference, it's pretty annoying for sure. Anyways, I'm going to go get some more water and then we'll do another game. All right, so we're back. Let's queue it up again, get some more games going. The Battle of Pugs is over. Yeah, the Battle of Pugs was certainly in my favor, though. Tzeentch versus Nurgle, I'll take that all day. Especially on that map. All right, so I in the north. So we've only gotten one land battle today, actually. Who do we want to play? Do we want to play Nurgle? I don't want to play Khorne in domination. They're just too strong. We'll play Slaanesh on this map. He can pick whatever he likes. Okay, so let's get the Wookiee blocker up. Yes, Wookiee. Yes. No, hold on. There's Wookiee Claw. Okay. Okay, perfect little guy. Excellent. Chest. Archer, how you doing, man? Okay, so we don't know what our opponent's picking yet. Oh, Ogre Kingdoms. Oh, man, I just readied up with, like, no units in my army. That's pretty funny. All right, so against Ogres, I mean, you can kind of do a bunch of shit. But I'm going to bring fun stuff. What are the new RORs? The new RORs are the Eternal Entourage. The Eternal Entourage. Okay, so we want this. And this. Great. Now, as far as abilities go, you got to bring fun characters, you know? You got to bring fun characters. Yes. Slaanesh is here. The Dark Gods rejoice. They do for sure. Okay, so we're going to bring these guys for you, even though I don't think they're necessarily the best choice. We'll get some of these, and that should be a decent start. Now, as far as the reinforcements go, Hell Scourges are actually quite good. They take a long time for the Ogres to remove. We want some of the anti-large boys, some of the Hell Scourges. A Seeker is always good to have in the pool. Furies are just always really good, and we can get one Exalted Demonette too. So the build isn't super tight, but it has some good angles to it for sure. Yeah, it has some good angles. All right, what is the damage on Exalted Demonettes now? Let me check. So 50 weapon strength. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, and that's when you get the devastating flanker going too. It's quite strong. Quite strong indeed. The reason you can't choose is because of queue times. Yeah, understandably, yeah, the queue times might be longer, but I think that you just, you know, if somebody only wants to play land battles, then, you know, they should be able to do that, even if the queues take long. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Dark Age Rush says, "Man, you match up so fast, and I take forever, and they dodge." Yeah, it's probably because they're looking for their goods. They're trying to snipe me. That could be true. Yeah. Good luck, have fun to my opponent here. This is gonna be a good one. We brought some fun units for you. We have the dreaded ROR. They're gonna be here. Shame they don't have 69 weapon strength. Yeah, I know. That would be they certainly missed an opportunity there. They would have to nerf them in some other ways, though. 69 weapon strength would be pretty insane. All right, so let's see what happens. Thank you all for joining today. Been a fun one so far. We're going to play every single faction once, and that's going to be the stream, more or less. I'm thinking about hosting a tournament tomorrow for domination. We'll see. Or maybe Saturday, actually. Maybe I'll have a Saturday domination tournament. Maybe do something with Age of Empires tomorrow. Just to bounce back and forth so everybody's happy. I know the blocker's still up. I pulled up my second monitor thing so I can see it now. Yeah, the queues will definitely get shorter. Like, the game is not super populated right now. Like, honestly, even with these nice changes, it's still not in a great place. You know, it's just we're playing the same shit with like one extra ROR. Comeback mechanic removal is great though. That's huge. So we're playing with Inkari just because Inkari, he's so much fun. We have the RORs. What do they do? Soul Scent. They have like, don't they buff nearby units or something? Range is 30 meters. Ah, so their Soul Scent is like a AoE buff. Okay. Fiends of Slaanesh are good. They have actually very high capture weight, so you definitely want to see them do well. Man-Eater pistols, Powder Guts. We have the Sky Striders. Ooh, the Crushers of great weapons. I love it. So the big thing is just going to be keeping the crew away here. So let's get you in 5. Send you to that objective. And then we just fight over the middle and like bounce back and forth between the 2 points, like the middle and here, and just try and outmaneuver the ogres. That's basically it. Just make sure like we don't get shot by things. Maybe the Crushers are going to go that way. Slaanesh can respond very quickly to cab pressure. Like if he tries to back press me with cab, I can just have Seekers and Furies there in like 2 seconds countering him. Ideally, Inkari's going to be fun, but we're for sure going to play the middle and choked on some water there. God damn. Oh, curses, dude. Come on. Oh my god. I almost choked. Alright, I'm still alive. Don't worry, guys. We're good. So, is he going to go down there already? You know what? If he's going to be down there, we can move and contest a little bit, I think. That's for sure. We'll get the Fiends in position. You guys are heading over here. We'll get some Marauder boys down there. It's just the damn Powder Guts are such a problem. You gotta watch out for them. Let's get some Furies to just like tarp at them a little bit. Or at least threaten them. Are we in range right now? I think we are. And ooh, okay, hold on. Somebody's got some spicy plays. He's just gonna power fist the ground. The Boomer still got it, baby. I see your tricks, I see your traps. Alright, so let's fly behind these guys, position you, and get you over here, you guys this way. And we're gonna get this back objective for sure. Move you here, move you down here. And I think the die is cast how we want it to be cast. That is for sure. Let's get some Hell Scourges. Run them back here. We could do the big Slaanesh roundabout. Slicing Shards actually does a lot of damage against Ogres, believe it or not. Alright, let's just attack in here. See if we could like bait a little fun. Powder Guts are like maneuvering, trying to get their business going. We can start attacking Noblars here and attack Noblars here. Go, my Fiends. Go. Slay the Noblars. Just got to keep an eye on them for now. Alright, so let's just get a big freebie charge right here. If he's going to let me kill the Noblars, I will take that. And then we can also get you, Seekers, to go in there. Hammer these guys down. We need to like threaten multiple positions. That's just like how Slaanesh rolls. Rolling in the deep, man. Alright, so let's go get on those Powder Guts, and then we can move Inkari in too. Alright, Spears. Yep. He's going to be moving into the Spear Blob. So we'll get you guys, get the Fiends on there. We got those bad boys, and then let's go ahead and summon another Fury. Bring him over. Hell Scourges, let's get him in the back for the big Slaaneshi surround charge. So far, so good. We've definitely broken this position. Furies are causing a lot of... Ooh, yeah. And now we have our ROR cav on top of his cav. And they should do some big damage, especially with the Acquiescence that we have going here. Overall, very, very good fight. I mean, the Spears in the middle are a good distraction, but that's really all they are. All right, so let's get you guys around. Yeah, just keep hunting them. We can rampage them, actually. That's going to be very strong. Yes. Go, my pretties. Go. Fly, my minions. Fly. All right, let's jump on them. And we got some Saber Tusks coming around the back. We'll intercept them with our troops here. His RORs are dead. And, yeah, we should be able to just get Fiends on top of the Powder Guts. Attack them here. We got Spears. And honestly, the center objective isn't going terribly either. It's not going too bad. Let's get some Hell Scourges. Send them to help clear the Noblars out. Just go ahead and do Acquiescence to get the army-wide buff. Looks good. Powder Guts are down for the count. I think we got this one. I think we got it. We'll see. You never know. All right, so we need to save our big lord here. Make sure he's chilling. We'll have Inkari go for the prize. The Eternal Scourge cav here definitely doing some work, actually. All right, so let's apply the debuffs and get the Wit Stealer Sword going and see if we can just annihilate this guy. I don't really see too many opportunities. We're going to do the Lash of Slaanesh here just to get the melee attack buff. We're not like actually trying to hit anything with it. All right, so how's the middle looking? Yeah, we're going to break through there eventually, most likely. So the middle is under threat. We have the back objective. He is getting into some ogres, but Inkari should kick the hell out of this character here, for sure. Oh, he has a hunter. Oh, shit. Okay, that would explain a lot. I might actually have thrown here. I didn't see the hunter there. So now I'm potentially paying the iron price. Let's get these ogre bulls back. We'll keep the Furies here to time down, but we need to get the ROR cabin. I might have thrown. Nice slicing charge, though. Okay, never mind. We're okay. It's going to be a little bit harder now, but now Inkari can just bounce back to the middle and cackle. Next up, we're going to summon the Bringers of Beguilement, the big demons. So let's see if we can get Inkari away. We got the cav here doing some work. And the middle objective should be ours in a moment. I did not see that foot-based hunter. I really like that. I think that's a cool inclusion. Let's get the demonettes down there. Inkari can come back here. And I believe our cav certainly did their job. And we will probably get this objective in a matter of moments. We just have to deal with the Noblars and stuff. Narcissism on the Ogre Bulls to keep them from getting to the objective so we can try and capture it. Get the Spears here. Get the Hell Scourges on top of the Saber Tusk packs. And let's just pile into that objective and see if we can like terror out some of these guys off. All right, yeah, he evened out the value. Very well played. A lot of that is from Inkari, though. And the Demonettes coming in are pretty much going to make it not impossible, but very, very difficult for him to get it. So let's just pull back with our big lord so we don't die to some nonsense. We got Ogre Bulls coming up on the high ground, so we'll get some spears to go intercept them. Perfect. And yeah, we're pushing. We're holding pretty well. The back objective, we could threaten again. Let's go ahead and get some anti-large. Oh, we clicked the wrong one. It's okay. They're still not bad against even Ogre Bulls, but this won't be quite as effective. So the spears, we don't want to get charged on those guys. Let's let the Demonettes just fight those Iron Guts. They do have good armor piercing, and we can have you guys help too. Slicing Shards, like right over here maybe? Yeah, that feels pretty good. Alright, so Slicing Shards coming down. Let's get you in here. Go after those Ogre Bulls. Nice. So, Hikari, Willing Prey. Let's debuff them. Big bombardment right there. Ooh, okay, not too good. The Exalted Demonettes, though, should be a menace. I could abandon the back objective, but Ogres are very, very good at stealing objectives. So we want to put some respect on their name. Alright, let's get these anti-large cav around. Yeah, so this back engagement is doomed. He responded very well to it. How are we doing on these bulls? They're broken. Okay, so let's go for his lord again. These Exalted Demonettes are just so good. So strong. Let's just park here. Probably need to reinforce the middle, to be completely honest. So let's move you guys up. Unsummon you. Our army's looking very, very small at this point, but I think we can kill his lord here. Alright, get the lord. The spears, Demonettes will probably buzzsaw through all of his units here, and Inkari's just going to go balls deep and take down that lord, I think. So what we do now is just get some Hell Scourges and have them go reinforce the back objective, and screw it, you guys just come up and fight. Come on, finish the lord. There we go. Okay, let's do Slicing Shards back here. Come on, Ikari. Come on. You're literally a duelist greater demon. This is like your job. Come on. I'm just casting all the spells I can. Oh my god, Inkari's not attacking. Well, whatever. Let's just have these guys go. Ikari can flee the scene. Yeah, Exalted Demonettes, the Bringers, are just tearing through everything he sends. I think they just straight up are going to win me the game here. Furies. Yeah, Furies will be good for just chasing off random shit. And the Lord should, in theory, die. Let's go get on these Ogre Bulls. Inkari can hide in the shadows. Just lurk back here. Hell Scourger is going to the back objective. Seems good to me. I feel like this might be someone I know, just based on the name here. We want to chase down the Ogre Lord, because he has heals. So if he's able to come back, then, you know, we're in a little bit of danger. Alright, let's do Acquiescence on the Hunter, just to give melee attack to our entire army, with the Slaanesh army passive. We can unsummon you, and then we can just bring out the Marauder Spears, bring more of those. Very tough for Ogres to remove. They can do it, but it's just, it's a bit of work. Alright, let's go hit that Saber Tusk pack. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going deep. Spears and Demonettes. What's the value on these Demonettes? 1600, man. So good. So good. I don't think the Powder Guts can see me up here, so let's actually just go into his back lines with Inkari. Nah, he's got a lot of bulls coming in. Uh-oh. I think Inkari's actually faster than these things. Let's see if I can get away. Oh, I don't want to lose Inkari to this. I could use the snare, but I don't think I need to. Inkari's such a track star. I mean, 100 speed is pretty insane. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Right out of the blocks, man. Then we can turn around and attack them. Perfect. Demons just causing problems. Powder Guts being good, but we got the W, baby. Good scrappy game. Slicing Charge is a really good spell. It takes a long time to cast those. You have to be very privy to that. Now, Inkari was great. 3,000 value. Arwar Cav, in their one use, they got 2,300. They were pretty good at bunker busting. They really wrecked his Arwar. The Sky Striders got absolutely annihilated by those. Fiends are good too, 1,000 value. Plus Fiends have really good capture weight. That's why they're really good, because they have infantry capture weight for some reason. There's a lot of weird capture weight nuances in this. Arwar Demonettes, we're still fighting, 2,000 value. Demonettes are obviously amazing and did get some positive changes today, so a lot of good stuff. And yeah, the foot-based Hunter caught me off guard. He almost killed me with that. If he had killed Inkari, it could have been a game I could have lost. So GG, well played to him, and hope to see you next time. So, next up, how did they buff Nurgle? Nurgle doesn't seem too much stronger. Yeah, we haven't lost a game yet. I think we've won five games or something? 4 or 5. We're getting there. We are getting there indeed. I like the shooting changes, honestly, so far, but we'll have to see. Can I get an official quote from you on how the Empire is cooler than Kislev? It's hard, though, because I really like Kislev too, Seth. The one thing that I've kind of always liked about the Empire is, like, Kislevites themselves are, like, just like Arnold. They're like Arnold. They're just jacked and huge. Whereas like state troopers are just like these like, yeah, normal dudes. They're like our size, you know, fighting monsters. They're like, yeah. So that's the one thing I enjoy. I do prefer the Empire though, but I'm really torn because I really like Kislev a lot. Like I really do. I just like the idea of like the everyday man fighting against tyranny, you know, and that's why I like the Empire. All right, so we played Cathay, Kislev, Ogre, Slaanesh, and Tzeentch. So we played 5 games. We're on a land battle, so we're on the flats of Kislev. So this is a good opportunity to play Khorne because Khorne isn't OP in land battles. In domination, they are, in my opinion. It's just kind of boring to play them. You just have better units than everybody, and you just run them over. All right, so Tzeentch versus Khorne. Oh, interesting. I'm not really sure how to approach this in a land battle. We have our new ROR, which is what? Herald's Fury. It does do magic damage. Okay. So let's get the army blocker up. So this is a land battle. Okay. How would we want to do this? Probably just you. Oh, we could actually try this. I think that, does that give you the healing? Oh yeah, I kind of like that idea. It's a little bit janky, but we're going to try it. So against Tzeentch, I just feel like something like this is going to be very, very good. Yes. Yes, please. You always want to just max Khorne dogs because they're OP. They did get a cost increase though, so they're not quite as OP, but they're still very, very good. The Gates of Khorne so Gates of Khorne has that cooldown now, right? So I'm going to try playing without Cultist and see how that goes. Now, dealing with large threats is still something we need to consider. The Blood Reaper guy did get buffed, but his effect range is activated, so you have to like activate it. I wonder how that could function. Tzeentch, what do they have? The new Doom Knights that we have to watch out for? Yeah, okay. Get a couple Furies of Khorne. Furious Khornes. Okay, so we'll get you guys. Do we want Bloodletters for any reason? Yeah, I suppose. Bloodletters are still very, very strong. There's so many like good choices as Khorne, man. You just have so many good choices. All right, so let's get you guys. Spawn. I don't know about spawn. Do not know about the spawn. So that is an activated. This one is a passive, so I think we can cut that. And then we can maybe toss 2 of you guys in. The thing is, we don't have too much like to deal with SEMs, like big monsters, which is my big concern. Tzeentch has the chickens, and they have, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe we cut you guys and get like a good... I only have 7 seconds left, unfortunately. So I think we're just going to go for the army. It does have some glaring weaknesses, but I'm hoping we'll be able to get away with it just because we have good units. Yeah. All right, Wookie, thank you for blocking. We're back. Yeah, I'll definitely do a Volkmar campaign when it comes out, 100%. We're going to put it to a vote, though, on what you guys want to see. Yeah, we'll definitely put it to a vote. Pyro knows. Pyro knows the way. I sometimes do that, Pyro. It's tricky. It depends. Because the problem is, like, a lot of really good games get buried in streams, you know? And I, like, the majority of the people who watch or who are here on the channel don't watch streams, actually. So, like, saving the best games from streams and re-uploading them as videos is actually, like, I think a decent thing. So, we just have a super wide army of just a shit ton of good quality infantry, which you might be able to get. In my experience, it's very tough to deal with. We'll get the halberds in the secondary row. And we have the Exalted Bloodletters on the outside, too. Which I brought them just because they just seem really good. And Tzeentch really likes to snipe Lords, so I put my Lord on a Herald. Or on the Blood motorcycle because it gives regeneration. It's not that it's, like, good. Because it's really not. But it does give you regeneration. So, like, as far as, like, having a sustainable Lord that's just not going to die, it's certainly a good option, so... If he wants to ready up on me quick, we'll ready up on him. We're going to put it to a vote. We're going to be doing tons of head-to-head campaigns. Professor Pone, who's in chat, of course, one of my good friends here, we're going to be playing a ton of PvP campaigns. We'll probably do some 2v2 campaigns. It depends on the lag, because with him and I, there's no lag, so it's fast and really fun to watch, I think. Like, we could do, like, Volkmar versus, like, Cetra. There's, like, all kinds of cool stuff, potentially, but, yeah, it depends. Skulls for the Skull Throne, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get in there, man. Yeah, the comeback mechanic's gone, dude. It's just like, it's so nice. I'm so happy about that. All right, so what do we got? We got a big chicken up in the sky. We got Pinks, Spawn, a couple other units. He's got 2 Furies up in the sky. I don't know whose Furies actually win. We'll have to see. All right, well, anyways, let's get our Corn Dogs out. Corn Dogs are just so annoying to deal with, man. I think, yeah, he wins the Air Force because he's got a big bird. He's got the biggest of birdos. If I could, like, lure him onto the ground, obviously my Furies can do well, but... Yeah, we need to shut down those Flamers of Tzeentch. That's, like, the one thing that can kill my army. Everything else feels a little bit weak against me, to be honest. All right, where's my Lord? He's on his motorcycle. Yeah, see, so Lord sniping, very common, right? But my guy does heal, so I'm hoping I can get him into melee somewhere and he could just kind of heal like a happy man, or demon, or whatever the hell he is. All right, so let's get you guys on the side. Let's get these Corn Dogs in the back. And as we approach the enemy army, we need to get our Furies on. So 1 and 2. These guys are gonna get roasted pretty good. Let's go ahead and attack back here. And we can attack back here as well. We should be okay. So let's get you guys moving in. Yeah, it's gonna hurt pretty bad. Not a whole lot we can do about that. But we do get the Furies in there. Warriors are just gonna take like 1 or 2 volleys. And it won't be the end of the world. He actually attacks me with some Tzeentch Furies. Really interesting choice. And let's get you guys like piling in and attacking there too. So the engagements are on pretty much all fronts. Let's get the halberds over here, pull you guys back. So we're gonna pull a quick one, like let the halberds engage here. Hopefully these guys can retreat. And yeah, we've got the doggos feasting all over the back line. The boys watching. So the halberds are gonna switch with the Exalted Bloodletters here. The other Exalted Bloodletters, maybe a bit of a mistake sending them in there, but I think at the end of the day, it's okay. All right, so let's keep hunting down these pinks. Dogs in the back are just chewing, causing problems, but they can shoot, like Tzeentch's shooting is much more efficient now. Maybe we just fight here, actually. It seems like we're having trouble escaping. All right, warriors, get in there. I think we've compromised most of his army. I think he's dead now. Like, the only reason he has a value lead is because of the initial shooting, I think. I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. I don't know if using the dogs back here was the right play either. I don't know. Maybe he'll get through us. I don't know. I just figured that they would be able to kind of nibble through. These halberds, he doesn't have final transmutation or any like big bunker busting abilities. We've gotten through those. And the motorcycle of Khorne is giving melee attack to my Chaos Warriors. They're up to like 60 something melee attack now, which seems pretty good. Yeah, Corn Dog's definitely tying up quite a bit. We did lose 1 Corn Dog, but we still have a lot. 2 and 3. Yeah, these ones are causing problems. Alright, so we'll hunt these guys down. He does have spawn here. The spawn are dying slowly. This fight is 100% going to be a win for us. Let's get the motorcycle man in there. And you guys can flank on the back. We can sandwich here. Yeah, even though the value is close, I don't see how he's going to deal with my remaining elements. Like, I feel like, well, he does have that big chicken. The big chicken is indeed strong. Once these 2 Corn Dogs become free of this engagement, I think they can really cause a lot of havoc. All right, so let's get those Corn Dogs away and have them like rear charge here to break this formation. Halberds are here. He still has spawn. Our Chaos Warriors are shaken and stirred. Those blues, we need to get them to crumble. All right, let's pull down here. Come on, boys. Come on, motorcycle man. Yeah, dealing with the chicken's going to be a bit of a pain, actually. I'm definitely going to need some halberds. Corn Dogs can kill the chicken, too, though. Okay, so the warriors have engaged. We have you guys. Yeah, maybe the initial hound play. I expected them to kill the blues faster than they did. But like Khorne is just so much better in long grinds. Like without his shooting, it's just so tough for him to stabilize. It's so tough. All right, so yeah, this blob of his is dead. The motorcycle man and the hounds seem to be kind of a cool combo, actually. We have Relentless Rage. We're going to save up for the Sword of Khorne, even though, I don't know, he doesn't really have any targets for it. Oh, really good Tzeentch army ability. Well played to him. Nice one. Yeah, strong player for sure. All right, hunt you guys down. You guys do this. Come over here. Yeah, chicken's going to be kind of hard to kill. As long as we have a healthy halberd unit, though, I think we're fine. And even the motorcycle man can probably battle the chicken to relative effectiveness. Let's get you houndos around. Yeah, let's just get the Horn of Khorne. Screw it. Like, you don't really need the other one. Yeah, fine. All right, he's kiting me with these blues, which is interesting. We'll just have the Corn Dogs jump on them. Halberds can jump on there. We still have some scary demons. Warriors on their way back in. Dude, dedicated servers would be the biggest power play. Like, that would create so much goodwill with the community. Like, so, imagine how much fun multiplayer campaigns would be with your friends if we had dedicated servers. Like, that's They added this really awesome feature in the dedicated servers, right? And it just sucks because it's so laggy. Like, it's just same with team games, dude. Total War has some of the best team game potential in like the entire gaming industry, but it's just like, well, as far as RTS goes, and you just can't enjoy it because of the lag. It's just, it sucks. Yeah, they need to do it. The boy needs to do it. Okay, so those guys have been taken down. Keep moving around. Yeah, all he has is the big goose. And, yeah, I mean, he could run away, but... The lawnmower man is healing. See? He's healing. And what we want to do now is, since he might have the Tzeentch army ability, this is something good to practice, is you fan out your units, right? Like, yeah, we have the 85 halberds over here. We can have them start hustling over. It's funny, I'm like, in my brain, I'm thinking about unsummoning units. But we just attack with, like, 2 things. So if he wants the Tzeentch army ability or do a big AoE, it's not going to do anything. Plus, we can also rest the vigor of our other units. This is very common in like old school land battle kind of tournament settings. Yeah, the goose is getting cooked. We also want to do a surround, so if you guys are also newer, you can do this. You can path right past the unit here, like this, and then you attack there. Perfect. So then, like, you're going to get more units attacking. So we just kind of get the corn surround, and this is very corn-like too. It's like a gladiatorial duel between my champion and his champion. And my guy has a motorcycle, so he's already cooler, but, you know. That guy's basically just a bird. GG, well played. GG, well played. I wonder how expensive dedicated servers are. I feel like it wouldn't be that expensive for somebody who potentially can have funding from, like, Sega, right? All right, so taking a look at the breakdown. Motorcycle Man was good. The Exalted Demons were kind of not super solid. I kind of brought them as a fast, like, Forsaken Punisher, but I think... in the future, I might just go pure warriors, like dual weapon warriors with shielded warriors and halberds. Like, they feel better against Tzeentch. Corn dogs are just always good. They didn't get a ton of value, but they're very disruptive. Furies were good. I kind of sacrificed them to shut down the flame units, but yeah, that was it. GG, well played to the mighty Kairos Fate Weaver over here. All right. So, let us go ahead and queue it up. Find another battle here. This might be the last battle I play, and then we'll figure something else fun to do. Ah, it's Puggington back for more. He wants revenge. So we played Puggington earlier, and he got really unlucky. It was my Nurgle, or my Tzeentch against his Nurgle, which is a hard one. I played everyone except Nurgle, so let's get Big Daddy Nurgle out here. So no matter what faction you like, you're going to get something that you hopefully enjoy. Yes. Yeah, the motorcycles, it's not as good in domination. Okay, Grand Cathay. Grand Cathay, I think with their new shooting against Nurgle, actually feels very, very stressful. And plus, since my Cultist can't just like summon on top of his face now, I actually think Cathay could have an okay time here. Yeah, Major Moolah, I hear you. I hear you, man. Don't worry, though. That's what we're doing tomorrow, so. Huh. Guys, I have some fun ideas, and I'm going to do this just to surprise you. Okay, so that is going to be interesting. So gotta watch out. He can definitely just snipe my Rotfly Lord if I'm not careful. Could go for the big man, but anything big against Cathay is just going to be really bad. As far as the rest of the army goes, what do the Barons of the Bog even do? So they lower mass and weapon strength of nearby enemies. Okay, that doesn't feel like super good. So this is going to be one of my signature meme builds, but it could have some teeth. We'll have to see. It could have some teeth for sure. So we got you guys. Actually, hold on. Let's just like upgrade you to the big Chungus ones. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's the stuff right there. You guys are going to love this one. All right, so then what we want to do is bring another one of you guys. Of course, can't have a build without Nurglings. I love that Cultists are nerfed, though. It brings me so much joy. I hate Cultists so much. It's like probably my least favorite part of the game. Plague Toads against Cathay don't feel that good. I mean, I guess they can kind of wear down Jades and things like that. We'll bring the RORs just to show you guys, even though I probably wouldn't normally do that. All right, so those guys are here. And then I want to get a couple of you. Oh man, this army is just so expensive. Yeah, we'll get the Fast and the Furious boys. I guess we have the Exalted Plague Bears, which is fine. All right, so the die is cast. The armies of hell are upon us. Grand Cathay comes for blood. Get some spawn too. And whatever, let's just throw some Chevys on this guy. This army feels so bad. Oh man, guys. I don't know how this is gonna go. Oh! Have they changed the cultist summons? Yeah, they did. Yeah, you're excited for the build. Yeah, if you're watching my mouse clicks, you're gonna be seeing what I'm picking, but I'm reading the update notes right now. Yeah. Yeah, they're all out there. You can go to the Total War website. You can do it. Thank you guys for joining today. It's good to have some Total War action back on the channel. I know we haven't been doing quite as much actual Total War gameplay lately, but the game's still in a bit of a potato state until we get the Immortal Empires, in my opinion. Still fun, though. Like, I want to try the new changes, and so far I'm happy. Like, I think I actually kind of like the shooting changes a little bit, but we'll have to see in the scope of a high-level tournament. Because it gives shooting a better chance against tar pitting, you know? Like, if there's a blob, you can actually shoot it away now, whereas you couldn't really do that before. So I'm happy with that. I think it'll also help factions like Vampire Coast, who I thought would... Oh, sorry, Pug. I didn't mean to rush you, man. But yeah, I figured you were all done. Good luck. Yeah. Chitaza, you're pretty accurate here. You're pretty accurate. Bring the jank. This build's pretty janky. This build is designed specifically for this map. It is designed for this map. And it's pretty memey. Yes. I have some more Total War videos coming. I'm gonna do some speculation and other things like that. Don't worry, there'll always be Total War stuff on the channel. I mean, unless you guys just don't want to see it anymore. But Chaos Dwarf soon, give it to us. Yeah, I just give us Immortal Empires. That almost feels like them just giving us like 15 new factions to play with. Because I do want to do campaigns on the channel too. I love doing campaigns, but the ones we have now are just so stagnant. Rosters are so limited. All right, guys, this is my dreaded secret build called Plague Force 1. We have the double Soul Grinder of Nurgle, which is usually a recipe for just losing, but it's very fun. And then we have the Air Force, so if he has Longmas, we can actually beat them. All right, you guys ready for Plague Force 1? Good luck, Puggington, man. Puggington is my champion. He won my qualifier, so I got to root for him in the Summer Championship, although a lot of my friends have actually qualified for it, so... Is the Pug going to be unleashed? So the idea is I just like get up here with this like haggard mortar force. Oh no! Oh no, he's on foot! Oh no! Ah, I lose. It's over. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Oh man. Okay, well. No, don't go that way. You come up here. Dude, that sucks, man. That sucks bad. The idea is I just sit up here with my haggard mortars and bombard him. That was like the whole plan. Nurgle going for the value trading this time. And he can't use Longmas against me because I just have such a strong Air Force. Oh my god, I hate it. This build I think might actually be good if it weren't for that stupid shit I did. God, how could I have not put him on a Rotfly, man? Look at this shit. Fucking 27 speed, man. Oh, that's a throw. Our perfect record today. I actually thought we had a good chance until that happened. I'm still gonna give it my all though, don't worry guys. Oh god. Alright, you ready for the haggard mountain bombardments? Yes. Let the mortars fly from the deep mountains. Let them fly, brothers. Alright, so now we just sit up on the high ground and bombard here, which is so funny. Alright, let's park you guys here. Which dragon is that? Is that Meow? That's one of them. Well, anyways, let's get the Festering Stooges up. Alright, so you guys will shoot into them. You guys shoot into these Jades. Yes, yes, rain unholy Nurgle fire on them. Oh, he's hiding behind the trees. He's hiding behind the trees. Oh no. Okay, he's fleeing. It's okay, we can just go down here. So we'll rip a couple more shots, then we'll just go down this way. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with Meow. My lord will get there eventually. We're gonna go like camp his spawn zone a little bit with these flyers and see if we can cause any problems. God, the waddling is so painful, dude. He does have a cannon in range, though. He's going to in a second. He can only hide so far. Okay, let's blast these guys. And we have a spawn point up here, so it's really not a big deal. We can just, like, run these units. Okay, the halberds are getting nuked. Let's get you guys here. And, like... God, my lord is just so slow. It pains my soul. It's such pain, dude. Such misery. Such suffering. Is he actually going to attack me? Oh, those are the armor-piercing longbows, aren't they? Shit, I gotta put some respect on their name. I thought I was going to win the Air Force until I saw that my lord was on the ground. Okay, did we get cannonballed? We kind of did. Let's actually shoot these guys, see what happens. We probably want to... What is this? Is this Meow? Yeah, it's Meow. Look at that, we actually took out some of the Righteous Lances, I think? No, we did do some damage to them, though. He's juking pretty well. Cannons are shooting. Should be able to accrue some decent value against us. Let's fly these guys over there. You can't be everywhere at once. Objectives are going to be opening up here in a second. I'll make it. I'll make it in due time. Don't you worry. All right, so let's get you. Forsaken because they're fast and furious, and I can do some work with them. Let's go ahead and start shooting the Jade Lancers. We need to get the Furies back here to occupy the Longmas. And yeah, so Stooges can go down here. Forsaken capture this. Rotflies can start pressing as well. We're just gonna like park back here and hopefully cause some problems. Let's kill his shooting. Oh, my lord's almost made it. He's almost there, guys. The team is almost here. Yes. Okay, so let's just run this way with one of them, and with the other one, we just go this way. Yeah, just kind of be annoying, basically. That's what we do. All right, so let's go ahead and get our mortar boys. Shoot the Righteous Lances. Festering Stooges waddle down, get into the objective, and let's get you guys waddling down here. Oh man, how did he catch that Fury, man? That's pretty rough. Okay, well, let's just go camp back here. He did get one of our Furies, sadly. Okay, so we're moving up onto the objective here. The mortars are doing a little bit of work. Let's shoot these Dune Dragons there, though. That's a high value target for sure. Nobody expects the dreaded Footlord. That's 100% fact. Oh, I was a little bit off on my cast there. Yeah, he dodged it. Nice, well played. Well played indeed, my friend. All right, so let's get you guys. And now we can get some Haggard Nurglings, maybe, to waddle up. Because we just have to get this objective. It's going to take a while, for sure. And do you want to go after the cannon? Yeah, the Grand Cannon is definitely something we want to kill. And the Rotfly boys. Okay, he's going after Nurglings. Curious. Okay. So I don't know if that'll be worth. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and drop the heals here. Cathay Infantry typically loses. He does have Jades here. We can go jump on the cannon, or we could just go shut these guys down, actually. Where are the dudes? Okay, he's going to intercept the Nurglings. I think it's just a cycle charge, though. So let's get you guys around the back. We'll move up on this objective. Shut down the Jade Warrior crossbows here. We're definitely doing pretty good in the bump and grind. So that's going to hurt really bad. It's going to hit like everything of his. Yeah, that was a money one right there. Festering Stooges, we'll get the heal on them. And now we just sandwich charge these guys. And the Rotflies can fight the Righteous Lances. I think they'll win, actually. I could be wrong. So the mortars have actually done quite a bit of damage. But my lord is getting his butt kicked. So let's get in here and help out. So we need to slow Homegirl down so she'll stop just massacring my lord. Attack here. And then what we need to do is summon more Nurglings for the Nurgle God. And just send them over to this objective. We need to like threaten a little bit of everything. All right, let's go get that cannon too. Okay, so Miao Ying is being attacked now by my Soul Grinders. So we might actually be able to kill her with all three of these. Now that she's not like in her big Super Saiyan form. The fact that the value is close is actually really, really not good for Grand Cathay. Does he have the double Longbow Rider here? He does. All right, let's drop you guys on the ground. And see if he follows. If he does, we can attack with our Nurglings and tar pit him. Nice, nice. That's going to help quite a bit. Do we have any other Vanguard? We do. We have some Furies here. Let's get him. All right, so we got his Longmas on the ground. We have the objectives. Miao Ying is being circle beaten, although she is pretty strong. She's healing very, very effectively. We have the two objectives. There's no come from behind anymore, right? So we have to, of course, be privy to that. We do get him on the ground. Let's get the Forsaken down here. They're not really doing anything up here. And maybe we sprint over here and have them help against the Longbow Riders. That seems like a stronger play. He's going to struggle to get these objectives for sure. All right, let's go. See if we can trap some of them on the ground. Heal the Lord up. The Haggard Footlord is pretty funny here. Let's go get that cannon. Okay, we're just going to kind of Tokyo drift through. So these are Peasant Spearmen. Peasants actually do lose to Nurglings. So that's something that's very, very good to know. Yeah, now he's got the Iron Hail Gunners. So we should probably throw the Holy Hand Grenades at them and get the Stream of Corruption. Did we trap any of these guys? We did get some of them on the ground, I think. Yeah, unfortunately. No, didn't go so well. Okay. All right, so let's get you mortars to just start shooting again. Nurglings get up on this objective. Furies are going to kill that. It's only a matter of time. Nurgle is inexorable. The pressure is... Yeah, like, we're not seeing shooting be, like, super oppressive here, right? I mean, he didn't bring a ton of it, but, you know. I don't know. I personally don't think it'll be too bad. We'll have to see. I think it would be worse in land battles. All right, so let's get the Lord close here. Oh, clever creature with the theft on the high ground. That's what I get for abandoning it, though. That's 100% my fault. We'll get the Barons of the Bog to go clear that shit up. Come on, Barons of the Bog. Clear it up. That was a really good objective theft, though. That might actually get him the game. We'll have to see. All right, so let's get you guys up there. See if we could, like, salvage this somehow. And I think we got a little over-ambitious, splitting up to 3 objectives. All right, RORs are on their way out. We'll get on the Iron Hills. Mortar teams are still chilling here, so let's run. He has another cannon, so let's go shut that down. Good play with those guys. Rot, Glorious Rot, anywhere? Yeah, man, we might have thrown. I think we were in a good spot until we let him get the high ground objective back. That was really stupid. Okay, he's a dragon again, so he's a big angry dragon. Longbows are on their way. Forsaken, let's pull him back down the hill, do a little bit of charging. And we'll bring you guys back to... Yeah, that was really sloppy. Man, can't believe we did that. I can't believe you've done this. So maybe the Longbows are going to come for it? I don't know. The Barons of the Bog are trying, man. They're hustling over there. It's gonna be a minute before they arrive, though. It will be a hot minute indeed. So Nurglings jump here. We still have this objective. This objective actually isn't in any really danger. We are getting a lot of his cannons and whatnot. Oh, Crane Gunners. Yeah, we need to kill those like stat if we can. Get these Forsaken past them. So move you up. So just Force Path. Longbow's doing great work, though. Okay, let's like juke under, see if we can get to him. And yeah, okay, we got on top of the Crane Gunner, so we should be able to get that objective back. It's only a matter of time here. And the 2 big boys can go up here and help out, hopefully. Good, so we got right on top of those. We'll get that objective back, but it's just a question of if we'll get it back in time. Man, Furies are just so annoying to deal with, this Cathay. I feel for him. He's playing so well. He's definitely, I would say, like playing better in many regards. Only had a friggin' Flying Lord, man. That's also something that sucks bad for me. Okay, let's take some Nurglings. And just waddle over here if we can. So I think we get this objective back. It's hard to say. I mean, we do have the 2 big boys. The Pox boys are ready to party. Let's move there. And do we have any more Nurglings we could summon? We do, so let's do this. We have to start like playing the objectives pretty heavily. Rot, Glorious Rot won't be that good here. Let's, do we try and finish off the Crane Gunners with it? Maybe. All right, moving over here now. We still have the middle being held like absolute beast mode. Fecundity would probably just be stronger. Let's use that up here. Yeah, so we're going to get this objective back. Definitely a good time. And the ROR Toad Rider is actually doing pretty good. Definitely not unhappy about their performance. All right, let's move on to the objective. We have the Nurglings waddling. It's going to take a hot minute. They finally defeated those Cav. Let's get some more Furies to just nullify Cathay's shooting. Jump here. You guys jump here. Stream of Corruption. Right down the pipe. And we got this objective back. All right, so now we need to just rush down here with a bunch of stuff because we might lose this. All right, let's get back on the point. Furies, anything else we want to shut down? We could rear attack these guys to open up this objective. Go after the Peasant Long Spearmen. Yeah, let's go after the Crane Gunners. We got to make sure they don't party too hard on us. Come on, guys. Oh my god, the Nurgle is so slow. Come on, get back onto the objective, please. And you guys just swarm down here. Come on. There we go. I think we should be able to hold this. The Festering Stooges mostly got back onto the point. We'll have to see. This one is very much like up in the cards too. We can maybe get this one back. And the Furies, oh, they got intercepted. That's annoying. All right, let's just like snare these guys and then just like fly over here. Yeah, that should be good. All right, more Furies, please. Come on. And let's get on this objective here with both of these units. We're still holding this one, which is nice. A good block on his part, 100%. Gonna need another heal here. And the Pox Toads. Oh my god, did I just open up the wrong screen? Fight through those Jade Lancers. And whoa, what are the Mortar Boys doing? They didn't come down here. Oh, that's bad. Thought I told them to. But clearly I didn't, so. Which is indeed my bad. Alright, let's go hammer these peasants off. That'll give us the double cap. And if we double cap them soon, I think we just win. Yeah, so let's just push those peasants off. And if we can somehow magically hold this too, that's going to be really strong. Fecundity, drop the heals. SEMs get in there. I don't think we hold this, but we might be able to just get it back. We'll have to see. Send some spawn. Get them muscling over here. And yeah, we for sure get this objective. But is it enough time to win is the question here. All right, so he's got some dudes up there. So I think we just move you guys back up. Secure the high ground objective. Let's get the Bog Riders up there. Bog Riders need to go help and make sure we don't lose that shit. My Lord is basically just like a haggard tank now. It's just going to hopefully distract him for a while. We have gotten this objective. Spawn can move over here. What fast units do we have? Almost nothing. Okay. Almost nothing. Come on, team. So, okay, maybe we don't need the Soul Grinders there. Maybe the Soul Grinders go to the other side. I think the Bog Riders should be enough to thwart his aggression here. And then we can go ahead and do Curse of the Pox here to slow him down. His elite dudes. The problem is if he leaves this objective a little bit too hard. My Lord did get Karate Chop there, which is no surprise. We just need Furies now, or Longbows. Furies, whatever the hell they are, to distract him a little bit. Look, we both slowed each other. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I wonder if I'm going to be able to win on one objective. I think so. This one is also being taken by us, though. If he like abandons this one completely, let's pull a switcheroo. See if we can like grab that real quick. Unfortunately, I don't have any Nurglings. Yeah, I just got to get playmakers out to the battlefield. That's pretty much it. He's gonna get this one, but let's attack these guys. Spawn can go to the middle so we can threaten this cap. He does have a fair amount of stuff here. Yeah, he's actually got halberds over here. Maybe it's better to just go this way. All right, let's move. Furies, see if we can chase any of these guys off. No, he's got all those like longbows there and stuff. I think we just win on the one objective though. Oh my god, forgot about these guys. Wow, they could actually have shut down that cannon if I was paying attention. He is capturing it. Granted, it is not capturing super fast. I think as long as we just hold this high ground objective, we get it. Do I have any Nurglings in the pool? Yeah, we need to get those guys up here stat. Yeah, so all hands on deck on the high ground objective. Yeah, we got it. GG. Still got it, baby. Even with the crappy Footlord. It's the dreaded Cathay curse. All right. Well, GG, well played. That was a scrappy ass game. Pugington's a scary player, man. Yeah, the shooting didn't like feel that crazy. You know, like he brought some. He brought Iron Hills too, and Cranes, and like I don't know. In practical application, it didn't seem that bad. Like Fury still just shut it down. The double Soul Grinder though. 69 kills on this guy. This man knows how to live. GG, well played. Meow Ying's ability is still bugged. Which one? The Talons of the Night? Or the Transformation? I didn't see it, Pugington. You'll have to let me know. GG. But yeah, Plague Force 1 was okay. He definitely... The Longbows were huge powerhouses. They were the biggest issue. Mortars, actually not bad. They're not like terrible SCM fighters. That was a really close one. Yeah, Furies are just OP against Cathay, though. They're just so annoying. It's like, you have to put in so much effort to stop them. You have to spend like a 1,500 gold unit to shut them down. They only cost 550. Junks wouldn't be that good against Nurgle. Maybe they would. It's like, I don't know. Junks are more of like a land battle thing, in my experience. You got really excited when you thought those were Vampire Count banners? Yeah. If only, my friend, if only. GG, well played to Regiment Pugington. All right. So... We have played every faction. Undefeated today. I don't think we lost. Oh, Demons of Chaos. That's right. We haven't played Demons of Chaos well. I'm of the opinion that we make Demons of Chaos playable in tournaments when IE comes out. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be so much stuff on the rosters at that point. We'll have to see. We are going to have to see indeed. So at this point, let's go ahead and do... multiplayer. So Turin FFA lobby. So we're gonna cast Turin 1v1. We'll cast a 1v1 match. Turin 1v1 casted. So the password's gonna be 1234, and I'm gonna host this. And we're gonna test. I want to test the shooting units a little bit. So we're gonna do a couple land battles because I feel like that showcases them a little bit better, but I'm going to cast this. So if you guys have some tournament experience or good 1v1 players, go ahead and join. 1234, I think was the password. So I'm going to cast a couple games here. We'll do like 2. Meowing attacking buff. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if that would have won the game, but it's hard to say. So we got Kyle in here. Kyle versus the Delhi Sultanate. I love it. All right, so you guys just pick whatever. It's fine. And we're going to have a scrap between these two mighty champions. Yep, everything looks fine. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do. Helmengorst. After this, we'll maybe do an FFA to close it out. We'll do this 1v1 duel with these guys, and then we'll do an FFA as well. Yeah, you know, I didn't feel like shooting was that bad. I know there's going to be a lot of sensationalist kind of posts, like being very dramatic about it, but until we really see it in a tournament, like just dominating. Like, and it's going to be funny because I feel like if Cathay manages to like beat Khorne in a tournament, everyone's going to be like, oh my God, shooting's OP. And it's just like, no, actually, like, you know, just because Khorne loses doesn't mean it's OP per se, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Shoot, I'm not super good. Is this player... I don't know, Prince. I'm not sure. Not sure if it would have changed anything, but could have made the long moves kill things quicker. For sure. Yeah, it was a close enough game, Puggington, that it might have won it for you. It could have. It was close enough. Helmengorst. Honestly, though, in my experience, the Dragon Twins just aren't that good. I don't know. Have you had success with them, Reginald? You've been playing more domination than me. So shooting units can now like shoot through things much better. They don't get obstructed as easily. It's like, it's pretty big. Shooting seems fine to me so far in a very limited scope of playing 7 games today. Yeah. So who knows? So Khorne versus Kislev. You can look at the army setups, which is cool. Ooh, some fun units on both sides. I'm excited for this. I think the change is good though. Shooting needed some love. It was really haggard. You just are always obstructed, and like the melee units are just like cackling as they cut through your shit, and you're just like not shooting. Turin is facing. I'm not playing. I'm casting this game. We're gonna do a casted match. Yeah. No, you're for sure. That was definitely some meme builds, especially the first one. Yeah, Nurgle against Tzeentch is just a doomed matchup. You have to go super sweaty with Nurgle if you want to win, Pug. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, if you were trying your hardest, you would just beat me. And even with me on Tzeentch. All right, Khorne, Kislev. Bear Sleds used to be really good. Bears got buffed today, too, the big bears. So we'll have to see. Delhi Sultanate, watch out for the elephants. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Pug, man, I'm rooting for you in the World Champs, dude. Or in the Summer Championship. Don't let Delhi get the sacred sites. That's right. If you let them get the objectives, granted, we're not playing domination in this battle, so it's going to be a little bit tricksy. Hey, I like how quickly they got ready. Yeah, the bear has a chilling aura and a couple other little minor changes as well. I found that the dragons are supposed to... Yeah, dragons are pretty terrible in this game, sadly. Like, and I don't know if CA will fix them, but dragons just suck. Anticity's new video definitely makes the shooting seem busted. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, when we see him join a tournament and do really well with it, then we can draw our conclusions. It's really easy to make things look OP in testing. You know, like if you have like a really skewed video where you're just showing like one thing against like an AI, of course it's going to look OP against the AI, right? Like you can really just make many things look overpowered in like a testing video, but until you see it in actual application, you don't know. If we go into a domination tournament that I'm going to host, let's say on Saturday or tomorrow, I'm not sure, and probably Saturday, so more people can sign up, and then we see like shooting dominate, then I'll say, yeah, that's OP. But until then, I'm not going to draw conclusions. Because as of now, Khorne and Nurgle and mouth-breathing melee factions are just so dominant, right? So it's good to see shooting get better. It needs to be better. Or else factions like Empire just won't have a chance. Cathay won't have a chance. Like they need to have better shooting. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with a duel between Kyle Gates and the Delhi Sultanate coming over from Age of Empires 4. It is going to be Skarbrand the Exiled, the big man himself, coming out. He's ready to eat some bullets to the face. He is good to party. A little bit risky against Kislev. Granted, you know, if you're expecting bears, he can fight them. But he is a big target for sure. We have Chaos Warriors with shields and the Hellforged Host. So shielded Chaos Warriors will beat pretty much all the Kislev infantry with the exception of the Tsar Guard. So certainly pretty cost effective for their price point with silver shields. Very vulnerable to chariots, however. So you gotta watch out for it. You gotta watch out. Now, we do have some Blood Crushers, a very wild choice. Blood Crushers actually do defeat the Winged Lancers as well as the Griffin Legion in straight combat. So they're not a bad choice. And they do kill infantry. A little bit focused, or vulnerable to being focused by Streltsy for sure. A little bit vulnerable. We have the Chaos Furies of Khorne up on the top. We have some Fleshhounds of Khorne down here to harass, and that is it for the Delhi Sultanate. Now for our boy Kyle. Kyle's going to be coming in, experimenting with the new formation. So range units can now shoot effectively through melee units if they're like touching them. It's very like much like a 40k mechanic for sure. But Streltsy, Armored Kossars, they're ready to go. We have the Elemental Bear, we have the Patriarch, as well as the Ice Witch. So cool army. Really just an army that's going to be focusing on trying to experiment with the new shooting and how effective it can be. My only concern is sometimes when you have a shooting army that also has a big centerpiece like this, it's hard to like function with shooting because a lot of your resources that would protect said shooting, like 2 or 3 cav units, are going to be invested in the big Chungus, which now does have a permanent 30% chilling aura, which I think is super, super cool for sure. We'll have to see how it works out, my friends. So nonetheless, it is on. The bear going to be getting a breath attack. Come on, do it. Give us the breath attack. The elemental bear wants it. I can tell. I can see it in his glowing blue Urson eyes. Good shooting so far. But again, everyone who's like, this is no different than if they were back here. They would be getting the shooting right now, regardless. Oh, huge breath attack coming in from the elemental bear. Wrecks the Hellforged host. Oh, be gone, foul demons. One of my favorite things is seeing Khorne just like get punished in these games. They're just so strong. Big flank charge coming in. Fleshhounds of Khorne getting into the back of the Streltsy. So the shooting here is immediately shut down. Very, very good play. And the shooting has done good so far, but not like super crazy damage. Now this is really the big thing. We zoom in, and are the Streltsy going to continue shooting through the formation? They are, but it's not like all of them are shooting. It seems like a couple of the models are going, so there they go. Okay, so now that's very strong. They're ripping some shots, but the Khorne units do have Silver Shield, so they're going to be able to mitigate a lot of that damage. But that breath attack against the Hellforged host was just masterful. Now, one of the capture cats, the snow leopards here, are going to be taken down. And the Blood Crushers of Khorne are going to be maneuvering around the side and getting a great rear charge into the formation. Very nice. But the Heart of Winter goes down as well. Really, really nice Heart of Winter right there. That is going to be hitting several Khornate units. But I love the Blood Crusher flank. And Big Daddy Scarbrand's getting pretty heated here. He's actually putting quite a bit of damage into the Elemental Bear. No buffs on him at the moment. He's actually just frostbitten and being attacked by the Ice Witch as well. And you know what? Honestly, the value seems like good for Kislev, but now that Khorne is in saturated melee, some of the shooting is still going, but you can see as the Streltsy do get dragged into melee, some of them do stop shooting. But yeah, I do so far like powder units being more effective because honestly, they just feel very, very useless sometimes when they're obstructed. So, but again, we'll have to see it in a tournament format. So Snow Leopard battling Scarbrand, the bear as well. Scarbrand's in a little bit of danger here. Wrathful Reaper is popped, and he is now going after a leopard. The Blood Crushers of Khorne doing excellent work. The Blood Crushers actually had a huge hammering flank. They shut down the Streltsy, they shut down the Kossars, these things that probably belong in the 40k universe, able to rout off the Kislevites here. So the entire Kislev flank does get collapsed, but I think the deciding factor potentially is going to be Scarbrand getting his butt kicked by the bear, the Snow Leopard, the Patriarch, and the Ice Witch. There's just a lot of units fighting here very effectively, but if Scarbrand can go Super Saiyan, maybe get away from this, let his army continue to push, the army for Khorne, I think, is winning the fight. Despite the, the shooting, as they say. It's doing very, very good. But Scarbrand is the reason why Kislev has more value. So a lot of the value of Kislev is tied into Scarbrand, because Khorne, still the shielded infantry, despite the layered shooting, is just doing very, very good. Khorne Dog's able to get into the backfield right here, and yeah, doing some solid work, man. Able to really drag these guys down. So Khorne was able to shut down the shooting pretty well. Granted, there wasn't a ton of protection for it. Scarbrand actually getting a huge jump, and now look at this. The Delhi Sultanate is getting back in the game as Scarbrand does lay quite a bit of a hammering here into the Ice Witch. The Ice Witch is going to be running. Rage Embodied, though, activated by Scarbrand, so he does rampage the Ice Witch and the bear, but the bear is kind of body blocking for the Ice Witch here, so he's kind of chilling out. These Streltsy back here, these 31 models could be pretty big if they're able to finish off Scarborough. Maybe the Elemental Bear will be able to carry the game. He is pretty jacked, but so far one of the big MVPs have actually been the Blood Crushers. Yeah, I'm actually very excited to play the Empire and Immortal Empires with this change, and see how well the Pike and Shot can do, like a halberd handgunner formation. I'm rock hard just thinking about it. So Blood Crushers are slowed down. Probably going to go clean up these Kossars with great weapons, maybe. Scarbrand has gotten back. He's going to be chasing down some of these missiles in the back. He does have his breath attack, I think. Let's go ahead and see. Is he going to use it? No, it looks like he's just going to charge in. He needs to just shut down the Streltsy, though, 100%. So big surround here by Khorne. Granted, Khorne warriors aren't going to do big damage, but they are going to kind of, tickle the pickle here against the Elemental Bear. The Elemental Bear does have healing, though, from the Brazier of the Patriarch, which did get nerfed today. The Blood Crushers of Khorne moving in to attack the bear in the back, and they do get a good charge. I think using the Blood Crushers to chase down all the Kislevite troops around the battlefield would be the preferable play, but not a terrible decision to try and rear charge the bear and do some good damage here. I guess Scarbrand and some of the doggies of Khorne, the Fleshhounds, are doing some pretty good work here. Is he saying Delhi Sultanate on purpose? No, the guy's name is Delhi Sultanate. If you look in the top left, you can see it is indeed Delhi Sultanate. That is his name. That would be pretty fried, for sure. I'd have to be really tired to make that mistake, to confuse Khorne with the Delhi Sultanate from Age of Empires. Chaos Warriors continue to grind down the Armored Kossars. Looking across the battlefield, we do see... Oh, the Heart of Winter! What an MLG play by Kyle! Dude, the Wrath of Ursun. Beautiful stuff. It hammers the Warriors, and that, with Scarbrand, is going to be GG. Oh my god, yeah, Scarbrand was crumbling. Dude, the Heart of Winter just crushed that Khornate army. Wow, what a great game. What a great game. That was very fun. That was very, very fun. Good match. Good scrap between those players. The Bear was solid, 2,500 value, and the Chilling Aura quite nice, but the Heart of Winter won that game, 100%. I thought the Delhi Sultanate was going to win it. I thought Khorne, well, his name is Delhi Sultanate. I thought he was going to win. Hey, Boris, GG. That Heart of Winter was super good. Both of you played it. You guys are very evenly matched. You guys are very evenly matched. That was really fun. Yeah, great game. Well played to you, my friend. Heart of Winter MLG. Blood Crushers, very, very solid. Very, very solid. I loved it, man. So, I think if the Blood Crushers had not been in that blob and they had been chasing things around the battlefield, maybe it could have been different, but with Scarbrand dying at the end, I think that was pretty much it. So, well played to you guys. Let's get 2 new players in here. Anybody who wants to join. The Wastes of Slaanesh, I think, are a decent one, so we'll do this. We'll continue casting games. But that was fun. Heart of Winter, yeah, that was solid. Any favorite RORs yet, says Rubber Duck of War? My favorite ROR so far... In terms of functionality, probably the Cathay Longman Riders. In terms of aesthetic, probably the Doom Knights of Tzeentch and the Nurgle Toads, I would have to say. Those Blood Crush just ruined my everything. They were really scary. They were. Heart of Winter was very clutch. Well played, you two. You guys had a very evenly matched game. This matchup used to be very Khorne favored. Reginald Puggington, so I agree with you 100%. But I do think that those players were good, but they weren't like high-level tournament. So it's hard to say. Like if we had you in here versus another, maybe we could draw more conclusions, but it's hard to say. Oh, Prince Duda, you played very well, man. That was a great game. Your cav play was really good. Blobbing around the Elemental Bear in the end cost you the game, though, I think a little bit. So 2 more spots. Anybody's welcome to join. Password's 1234. Maybe I need to make a new lobby. But it's just, the password is 1234. All right, it was really good. I got a full chop thinking of the Pike and Chop formations of the Empire. Yeah, me too. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of videos over the next few days of creators and people doing all that sort of business, like sensationalizing the shooting changes, and they might be correct. They might be correct, but I don't want to draw such a quick conclusion until you see it actually done. Of course, it makes sense to do that, but I think just waiting and seeing will be the way. The password's 1234. 1234, yeah. All right, we got Dark Age Russian here. Very strong player. Who will be the challenger? Versus Leorio. All right, so go ahead and pick your factions. Pick whatever you want to play. Cathay is actually good in land battles, mind you. I didn't capitalize on the Rampage. Scarbrand couldn't reach the Lord. Yeah, Prince, you did a great job, dude. You're not only good at Age of Empires, but you're good at this game also. So hold your head up high, dude. Hold your head up high. So, Cathay versus Ogres. Fun matchup. I like this one, actually. I will ready up so the players can get this party started, and we will keep this party train going. We'll keep it going. In none of the 7 games I played today did shooting seem that oppressive. Like, in Cathay, it was nice. It was a welcome change, but it didn't seem oppressive, and it didn't seem oppressive with the Kislev game either. It seemed good, but not oppressive. So... Do the developers know dragons suck? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. We might see some changes. You have to remember, Total War is first and foremost a single-player game. So they're going to be balancing the campaign first before they get to multiplayer stuff. Like, you have to remember that. We made an awesome multiplayer community together, all of us. Right? We've made this, but it's first and foremost a single-player experience. But, multiplayer has been growing over the years. Because multiplayer actually gets very good... like viewership, like people like to watch it because it's more exciting than campaign. But with the exception of, there's of course a couple streamers who do very well with campaign, but it's typically because they've been doing it so long and people like their personalities more so than the campaign. But like multiplayer is very fun to watch. It's very fun to watch. I think it will matter more in land battles. I agree with you, Reginald. I think that's the case. Yeah, that's going to be nice for Skaven too. Like Rattling Gunners not being obstructed 24/7 will help them in the Vampire Count matchup. A couple other things like that. Yeah. Gojira says, did I see Anticity's video that came out 10 minutes ago? No, I didn't. I would imagine he just is testing the shooting stuff, right? Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, it could be OP. We're going to host a tournament tomorrow and find out. We'll see how... I would love to see people who think it's OP. I'm on the fence. I think it's very strong, but I don't know. I'm like 50-50. But I would love to see anyone who's a firm proponent of it being overpowered show up in the tournament and win with it. Play Cathay into Khorne. See how that goes. If you're able to win with that, then kudos to you. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. All right, so we got Tzeentch versus Grand Cathay. Actually, a very fun matchup. A very fun matchup. So we'll see what these gentlemen are bringing. I'll take a look at the armies real quick. Just a quick look over things. That is a wild-ass army coming in from Leo here. Very cool. Yeah, anyone can hop in and play. Yeah. Vampire Counts will hate being against flamethrowers now for sure, but the flamethrowers might do friendly damage actually. If you shoot flamethrowers through your own infantry, it might actually friendly fire you. We'll have to see. Yeah, PRM says I have 1,800 hours in Warhammer 2, played multiplayer once, been watching multiplayer for 3+ years. It's very standard. It's a very fun spectacle for sure. It's a very fun spectacle. I'm so excited for a faction war. Yeah, I'm super excited for a faction war. As soon as we get IE, there's going to be a faction war that weekend with 23 factions. It's going to be a one-day event. We're going to start at like 8 in the morning, and we're going to be going crazy. So Weston Sammy says Anticity's video is from a single match where he fought a not very skilled Khorne player who charged a Cathay gunbox with only melee infantry and domination. Well, yeah, if somebody just charges into your gunbox, you have to set it up. You have to use like Furies and harass units before you attack such a box. Yeah. But like, did the Khorne player play? Okay, we had a weird desync, so we'll let the same players rejoin. Some people, depending on the region, have like a desync. So Dark Age Rush and Leo, you guys rejoin, please, if you could listen to the stream. Because yeah, this is something we have happen with Evenstar a lot. I don't know if we could just like ready up again. I wish TA would fix this desync issue. All right, so we're gonna rehost. Turin 1v1 casted. All right. So you two, if you two join again, you shouldn't have that issue. Waste of Slaanesh. I would love to see that Cathay gunbox work, because in domination, people aren't going to push into your box. They're going to play the objectives and force you to split up. In land battles, it could be more degenerate for sure. But same people join, please. Dark Age Rush and Leo. And we'll make sure you guys get back in. And if you load in again, it shouldn't desync again. It's just a stupid thing. Yeah. How many new Regiments of Renown? One for each faction, so now each faction has 2. Dark Age Rush, we're still in the game. Well, you guys are loading in or something? Go ahead and just the lobby never closed. Well, exit. You have to exit the lobby. That's what happens. So exit the lobby and then rejoin my new one, and then it shouldn't happen again. It's a very common issue, Dark Age Rush. It happens all the time in tournaments. And you just have to rejoin the lobby and start again, and then it's fine. So just rejoin if you can. Yeah, I would have to see. I would have to see. Okay. So they're back. They can go ahead and do their same armies. And then we'll start. So good luck, have fun. Yep. It should work this time. It only desyncs once for some reason. It happens all the time in tournaments. When you have a spectator in the lobby, it can happen. All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll have a tournament in the next few days. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if shooting is really strong. If Cathay and Kislev will have a good win rate. What I'm going to do is when IE comes out, the website, the Total Tavern, our tournament website, is going to keep track of win and loss rates for factions and versus different things. You know? So we'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to see. Because, you know, the data is really what is telling. The data is really what is telling. Yeah, campaign streams can be popular. Like, yeah, you're saying Legend of Total War stream is pretty big, which makes sense. But he's like been doing it forever, and I think people watch a lot for his personality, right? I would imagine. There's not too many other like huge campaign streams. I think he might be one of the only ones that like is really quite substantial in terms of numbers. I think multiplayer is just a lot more fun to watch. Just action. That's just my opinion. I'm heavily biased, obviously, because I don't really do a lot of single player stuff. All right. So, Dragon-Blooded Lord is here. The Exalted Lord of Change is ready to party. Haven't seen a battle on this live stream that showed shooting dominance yet. Yeah, there hasn't been one yet. No. Despite many attempts. It might happen here. Which faction? I think the Empire needs this kind of a change, though. Like, how the hell is the Empire going to be like a faction like Khorne? You know, Khorne is just going to swarm you with good infantry, and like your infantry are just going to die. Their infantry will be too armored with Warriors of Chaos, right? The Chaos Warriors with shields or whatever. So your cav won't be able to kill them. The only way, like, Empire has very few options against armor. Handgunners, Demogryph Knights with lances, which aren't going to be super effective, I don't think. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard indeed. All right, guys, let's get this party started. Looking here at the army of Grand Cathay, we have the Dark Age Rush, double Jade Warrior Crossbow, a Crane Gunner, front line of Jades, back line of Celestials? No, one Celestial, the Dune Dragons. Up in the sky, we have Great Longbow Riders, as well as the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin, and a Yin Caster. So, Talons of the Night is very good here, and so too is Storm of Shadows. Now, for the Tzeentchian army of Leorio, it's going to be double Forsaken. Forsaken are bad. They definitely defeat Jade Warriors in combat, but a little bit easy to focus down for sure. We do see Blues, Flamers of Tzeentch. We have a wild-ass Soul Grinder here in the back. Whoa, that is pretty crazy. You got a Blue Caster, Infernal Gateway, very, very clutch, Screamers, and Pinks. Now, I feel like the Cathay player is a lot more experienced in land battle here. The Tzeentch army looks a little bit all over the place. I don't think it has like a focused enough strategy to really bunker bust this Cathay army. I could be proven wrong with some really good, you know, MLG plays, but just in terms of like early army assessments, I think Cathay here is going to be in very, very good shape. We'll have to see, though. I mean, if the Flamers of Tzeentch can get that good shooting, yeah, they can melt the Cathay army, but the crossbows will theoretically counter them very hard. So too will the Crane Gunners. And the only tools that Tzeentch has to shut them down are these like Screamers. There's no Furies here, which is a big, big mistake. So, Leorio, if you're watching this back against Cathay, you always want to bring 4 Furies. Always. You want to max out your Furies because they'll dive on the crossbows and other units and really will cause a lot of problems. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild one. It's going to be a wild one indeed. So Cathay moving up to engage. The Dragon-Blooded Lord cackling in the night. I would imagine going to be Storm. Oh, we didn't bring the summons. Interesting. Usually you see those. Crane Gunners did get nerfed today, but they also got a cost reduction, but they're still good. They're basically just like Jezzails now. And shooting into the Forsaken and breaking their shields, which they do not have. Crossbows shooting into the old Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. And the Exalted Flamers. Here they come, moving up. And the basic ones as well. Dark Age Rush will probably focus fire his Flamers here. Nice little flamethrower barrage on some of those units. Forsaken have made it into the front line, but it looks like they kind of dropped their order there. And yeah, look at the friendly fire. See, this is what I was talking about with flamethrowers. If flamethrowers now shoot directly through infantry with the new range changes, flamethrowers kind of roasted their own Forsaken there a little bit. So that's something to take into account. One unit of Forsaken is completely broken. Overall, it looks like in the back, we do get these summoned Furies, I believe, or those actual Furies. Okay, he did have some Furies in Vanguard, and they do actually shut down the Crane Gunners. The Longbow Riders need to be given a proper attack order. You have to like spam click it a couple times. It's very, very weird, but overall, another blue coming in as well. They do hit those units. Now, Tzeentch is going to be like in a bit of a kiting situation where they'll need to move back with all these units. Here we do get the Dragon-Blooded Lord moving in after the Exalted Flamer, which is pretty wild. And look at this big flank coming in from the Righteous Lances, jumping down onto the Exalted Flamer of Tzeentch. So there you go, my friends. And now we see another summon coming out from the Exalted Lord of Change. It is the Portal Glyph, which has been summoning it down. So just imagine if you had four Furies plus 2 summons, you're going to be able to really effectively shut down a lot of this Tzeentchian shooting. That is indeed the case. Now, Pink Horrors here, battling against Jades. Jades will inevitably win that. It's just going to take time. And honestly, looking at the build, a nice bombardment back here. Well, it's on the Crane Gunners, though. That spell is actually better used on infantry and like crossbows. It's not super good against like low model count units, but I think we are seeing the beginning of the end. Like Soul Grinder of Tzeentch is basically useless here, so there's 2,000 gold sunk into something that is just very, very weak. So I wouldn't really draw this game as a conclusion that like Cathay is stronger, more so just kind of an experience differential between the two players. And yeah, in the back we see Chaos Furies getting hammered. Nice little bombardment there. And honestly, Leorio is having some nice plays. Despite having a very inefficient army, he's having some nice plays that are showing certainly a lot of promise there. Another blue down there. Soul Grinder trapped by spears. Looking around, we see a couple Furies left. The Tzeentch army is rapidly running out of resources. Crossbows still hammering in. You can see the crossbow is able to shoot better into combat too, which is nice. They're able to shoot into the pinks here and get some work here. Yeah, Righteous Lancers is a pretty cool name. Yeah, they're badass. Armor piercing on Long Riders is so useful. I mean, that's going to help in the Khorne matchup. That's going to help in a ton of situations. And yeah, I think that's pretty nice for sure. So hunting those guys down. Looking around, we do see the Jade Lancers of the Dark Age Rush. They are coming in to try and run down the old Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. Certainly going to keep him busy. The Chicken is pretty much the last bastion of the Balance of Power, but he's being hunted by the Dune Dragons and, you know, the RORs, the magic damage RORs. I think, do they do magic damage? The Righteous Lances? They actually don't, so they're not going to surpass the demonic resistances, but they do their best. Well played. Dark Age Rush showing he's got some chops, man. Solid play indeed. Solid play indeed. Gojira says, it's a bit funny, tabletop was a PvP game, yet none of that love got transferred. Yeah, well, it's not so much a Total Warhammer thing, it's more just like a Total War thing. Like, Total War has always been more focused on single player, which makes sense. In Grand Campaign, you know, you can't blame them. It's where the bread is at for them. But it still has really cool multiplayer. Really, really cool. Albeit with some issues, but it tries. Hey, Sam, dude, you had good control and good micro, Sam. Your if you go back and watch, just the army composition was a little bit off. Like, it was a little bit too unfocused. You needed to have like a more unified strategy, either like a rush or like a shooting type build. It was a little bit kind of halfway in both. All right, so we're gonna close it out with the FFA of Doom. Anyone's welcome to join. I'm gonna be playing in it, so we got 3 spots. If you played in a previous game, maybe let somebody else join, but we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Free-for-all battle. Yes, good. Good. Let's do the Woodland Ravine. Yes. Or do we want to do the Rakato Pools? I actually like this one. This one's pretty fun. You guys can vote on what you want to see. Hey, you did really good, Sam. Hold your head up high. Hold your head up high. All right, we got a couple spots left. And who do we want to play here? I don't know. We'll see what everybody else picks. Demons of Chaos. If you guys want to play Demons of Chaos, by the way, go for it. Like, treat yourselves. We have a Grand Cathay player. You got Kislev. Maybe I'll play Kislev. Kislev seems like fun. All right. All right. So 2 spots left in here. Let's get the Wookiee blocker up. Thank you, Wookiee, for coming to my aid in these trying times. But yeah, should appear if anybody wants to party. Yeah, Sam, you have good micro. You have good control. Like your unit control is good. You just need to have a optimized army. Like, I can give you one real quick. Hey, we got Anticity in here. That's fun. The man. So if you're playing like Tzeentch, Sam, against like Cathay, you could totally do something like this. The Exalted Lord of probably Kairos is going to be your way to go. Okay. So you want to go Kairos. Pendulum, Blue Fire is probably going to be pretty good. So Pendulum is still good, even though it got nerfed. And you can like cut some of these. Yeah, like you can go to like a really cheap Kairos. Get like a Forsaken Rush. On top of that, I think getting 4 Furies is going to be super essential for shutting down the back line. I even, in land battles, don't mind like a Doom Knight. You could even like mix in like an ROR Doom Knight or something like that. Blues will probably be pretty decent just for like a little bit of tar pitting and shooting. So this is kind of like a foundation of an army. Now you might need some tools to deal with like SEMs, but Spawn aren't bad against them. Like you could go like something like this direction for sure. And then throw in like a wild Chaos Knight. Kairos can eventually take down the big SEMs. You know, Furies will shut down the Air Force. Like something a little bit more focused, right? All right, so let's get this party started. And yeah. We'll see. Anticity is here. Yes, he is. He's gonna show the fury of Slaanesh. Well, a shooting blob wouldn't be that good in FFA. People will just ignore you, and you're not going to get any points. The blocker is there on purpose. Yeah, it's there on purpose. So we need one more player to do that. Perfect. So we got Parappa here. Excellent. So replenishes, the Courage of Sacrifice. I don't doubt the shooting blob, but I need to see more evidence of it in an actual competitive setting. Like, to be convinced of it, I need to see someone like Inticity play against like another top tier player like Houseplant or Platypus and see it just dominate, right? I need evidence before I'm sold on it. Because it's easy against like lesser players or somebody who's not as good as you to make things look good. Like I could go play like a new player and make like Cavalry look super OP or Chariots look super OP. They would be potentially helpless. So I need evidence before I jump to any conclusions. All right, let's cut that. Don't really care for that too much. And double Slaanesh and Grand Cathay. All right, that's pretty fun. Very cool. Blues or pinks? Against Cathay, I kind of like blues a little bit better because they can fight better. Pinks are okay. They're a little bit vulnerable to crossbow fire. Granted, you could go, Sam, with a metal caster and then get Plague of Rust and bring a bunch of pinks and like really melt the Cathay troops. There's a lot of ways. Yeah, formation attack allegedly got fixed, but I haven't tested it yet to know. So we are going to do something very, very fun here today. All right, that looks good. So we have you. We'll get you on the Warbear. Yeah, we don't need this. That's for damn sure. Urson's Roar. Yeah, we get Urson's Roar. Vigor. Tor's Battle Hymn. Dude, they just have so many good things. It's like... Patriarch is just so expensive. Slaanesh, dude, a lot of Slaanesh here in this game for sure. There's a lot of Slaaneshi boys. And do we have unit caps on? We do. Okay, so then it's not going to be like super cheesy armies. All right, so we're about ready. Let's throw some Chevys on these guys. Probably should bring a caster of some sort. Heart of Winter is just always good. Yeah, I think we'll try and get a Squeaker caster into here too. Just bears upon bears for days. Ice Sheet isn't bad. Frostblades will give us damage against demons. Heart of Winter could be a good bunker buster, but I don't know if we really need it. Okay, so now we have you. Need to find a way to cheapen up the army a little bit. Man, it's just like so much expensive stuff. All right, we'll cut that. And this is a nice melee attack buff. That's a heal. Yeah, Kostalton's got all those battle prayers covered. He does. And maybe just get like a Griffin Legion or something. Release the Griffin Legion. All right, let's get this party started. Let's get it started. Inticity says, I made a video on the shooting change. We should mostly be fine, except Powder is way stronger now. Yeah, Powder was kind of weak though. I think the Powder change is an is that even a word? Anticipatory? If it is, we have created it. And why can we not ready up? Why is it stuck? Somebody has like a weird... Are we stuck? Anyone have any suggestions? Maybe I change the map. Rakito Pools is a really fun one though. We are indeed stuck. So we might have to rehost it with the same folks. But I think it's like going to be trying to help some of the Powder factions, like, because Dwarves and Empire, I suspect, are going to would have been two of the weakest factions in Domination, but now that their Powder can shoot, I think it'll be good. Yeah, I don't know why. And yeah, of course, I don't have a chat box. We have to pay for the chat DLC, so I can't even communicate with people here. Yeah, try re-readying, guys. Is somebody like overspending or like able to ready up or something? I do not know what's going on here. Huh. Very weird. Very, very weird indeed. So maybe we just have to remake the lobby. I haven't run into this issue. Let's try Troll Country, see if we can try this. Whatever, like just a smaller map. Okay, try now, guys. Let's see. Okay, so save your armies. Let's do this. Turin, FFA, Kislev. Save your builds, all of you guys, and then we'll rehost the lobby. So save your build, everyone, and we'll rehost here. Huh. Very strange. Hey, the smoking hot wife is here. Yes. All right, so did all of you guys save the builds? We're just going to rehost the lobby. So we're going to get the same 4 people in here. Pyronado and Parappa and Anticity, okay. So turn FFA round 2. Maybe FFA is bugged now and we just can't. Failed to host game. The hell is this shit? Okay, it's up now. We'll do the Rakuto pools. We'll load the saved build. And FFA. I do like the new like FFA saving build thing. I think that's really cool. Yeah, it shows you're ready. It might just be the lobby. Yeah. Well, the beat. I don't, if you've looked into, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but historically, I mean, pike and shot is a thing. Military history, right? So like having like, you know, like a halberd line or like a pike line with okay, so we need to get the same folks back in here. We'll try and join now. See, now I just can't even ready up. It's because it requires 4 people. Okay. So we'll see if it works this time. The dreaded random bug after update. It could be the case. Yeah, Pyro, you're going to have to remake that build. Get back in here. Yeah, I thought it was a word. You know, I've always been kind of annoyed that my handgunners couldn't shoot past my infantry very effectively. It's always been kind of a pet peeve of mine. I'm an Empire main, so it's very, very annoying, but maybe it's better now. All right, so Pyro will make the build, and then we should be good to start. RLTV, yeah, I'll ask Anna about how to say that. This will be the last one though. Going to close out with a glorious duel. Slaanesh is very good in FFA because Slaanesh can just move around the battlefield and get picks wherever it wants. It just takes all the goodies. Yeah, Optimus fine. A very apt description, my friend. Very apt. Damn, it's very getting hotter today. The pike and shot formations was used effectively up until 1730. Yeah. I don't know too much about the history of it, but I mean there is some precedent for that, right? Like if we're talking about just, you know, lore friendliness, I suppose. I think Bertoni will be fine. Bertoni's got a pretty good roster, good heroes, all that sort of good stuff. But yeah. Also, if you look at any other RTS game, like if you see StarCraft Marines, imagine if a Marine couldn't shoot past like a Marauder or like a siege tank or something, like in Age of Empires, StarCraft, Warcraft 3, like ranged units are able to shoot through the infantry. It's pretty standard protocol. What the hell is this shit? Okay. So maybe FFA is just bugged. So stay in the lobby. Let's see if we can do a minor settlement battle or siege battle. Okay, so are we just like stuck in this like void? Defenders, so add a player slot. No. So we're gonna test this. So 2 of you guys jump down to the other team now. We'll do the defensive of Kislev city or something. We'll defend Kislev. So Kislev versus some like demons or something. Yeah, I gotta get those painted minis like posted. I'm waiting for my Demogryph Knights to come back. Yeah, we're gonna try this and see if it works. So 2 players jump down, and then we'll play the Siege of Kislev here, which should be fun. We need to be the defenders, so we'll switch down. Yeah, there we go. We'll see if it works. All right. So 1 more player jumped down. Cool. So Kislev, you can play Grand Cathay too. It's fine. Cathay can be helping Kislev out. So let's see if this works. If it doesn't, then we might just have a problem with the lobbies. Tabletop win. I don't know. I don't have anyone to play with around here. But yeah, Hannah, I'll definitely post those eventually. Okay, so wow, Slaanesh is just ready. Slaanesh is good to go. I have to rebuild. Since we're defending the city, the main thing we got to worry about is Furies. Furies are just going to be super annoying, so I think we get some of you ladies would be quite good. And against the basic infantry, we would probably want some Zargard. Probably do slightly less funds since there's 2 of us. So we can do unit scale funds, custom funds. We could do like 10,000 each. Because otherwise it's just going to be too laggy. So yeah. Oh, that might be too little. Oh, does it share it between us? Yeah, that seems better. Well, we'll adjust it accordingly. It just seemed a little bit too high. I think it was like pretty massive amount. So against Slaanesh, we probably want to go Rasputin, or we could go with the Tsarina Katarine. She's pretty good too. Let's defend with the Tsarina. It'd be silly to defend with anybody else. All right, so yeah, looks fine. Very cool. And I don't know who usually wins in PvP in this style of game. Sure, why not? Frost Shield gives you a little bit of armor. That's cool. So in terms of defending the streets of the city, we're going to need a couple Snow Leopards just in case there's some like big threats. I think is going to be pretty important. And I guess we're defending Altdorf, which whatever. Altdorf is a pretty cool looking city. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, and then maybe let's get a tiny bit more funds. Go ahead and add some stuff to your army, guys. Because, yeah, I switched it to too low of an amount. And do we need Streltsy against these guys? Not really, no. So we're not going to get a good illustration of those guys doing work. All right, we're good to party. Let's do it. Outstanding. You should do another head-to-head campaign with Italian Spartacus as Norska. Dude, that's a classic, man. The Italian Spartacus head-to-head campaign, did it work? Oh, Anticity's changing something? Okay. So it seems like FFA is bugged, but we were able to do a siege battle with these guys. Yeah, we were able to do a siege battle. How many of you guys were here for the legendary Italian Spartacus head-to-head campaign? The one where it was I was playing the dwarves, actually. I was playing Ungrim versus his Throg, but it was really more of a campaign of me controlling Cirtha Ek versus his Throg. That was probably the most fun, one of the most fun I've ever had in a head-to-head campaign. Yeah, those were some wild times. Yeah, King of the Dead was always fun to play head-to-heads with also. There were some good times. Yeah, head-to-head campaigns in Warhammer 2 were really fun. And they should theoretically be better now, simultaneous turns, but just the factions were way more fun in Warhammer 2. Just thematic and cool and, you know, better rosters and all that. Yeah, those were magical times. Is that the Cirthak campaign? Yeah, it's where I controlled Cirthak and was battling his Throg. It was the funniest thing ever. All right, Wookiee Claw. Perfect. So we are oh my god, the city is huge. So how this works is the attackers will set up the attack, and then we will adjust to defend. Wow, this is a big city. Then we got the main gate back here. This is cool. It's a pretty cool looking city. All right, so we're going to defend here. So go ahead and Slaaneshi attackers deploy. This is if you have like a siege tournament. That's how people usually do it. Is the attacker deploys and then the defender will deploy and then you go from there. Otherwise, people just are jumping around until the last second. It's just stupid. So Pyronado, just wait for them to deploy. Yeah, he's got a nice air force. He has the boys. I went with an Ice Guard build. They're pretty cool. They got buffed actually too. An Ice Guard with swords against Slaanesh feel pretty good because they can fight Furies off with their swords and they do magic damage. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's gonna be good. Yeah, that's going to be good. So we'll see where they deploy. It looks like there's a partial deployment. Yeah, look, 4 Furies from Anticity, of course. 4 Chaos Spawn. Dude, he's playing this like a domination game. And Fiends of Slaanesh. He just has all the capture weight units. He's got all the units with OP capture weight. I love it. And then the other player, I think, is mostly infantry focused, which makes sense. Let Anticity handle all the high micro stuff, and then you handle the infantry. Oh, man. Yeah, this doesn't, like... I mean, it kind of looks like yeah, you have like the streets of Altdorf here. This looks very Empire, this building here. This looks very Empire, yeah. Which is super cool. For anybody coming from Age of Empires, the Empire is based on the Holy Roman Empire, which is very cool. So we see them deploying together out here. We have the 2 towers. We got the Snow Leopards and Katarine, who will have like a goon squad. So I think they're going to roll around like to deal with the threats from Anticity's flanking. But Pyronado is going to have to use his elite forces. Yeah, look, see, they're attacking from so many angles. Anticity does have a couple demonettes, actually. Oh, no, we have our own supply, Pyro. I think we have our own supply. So you can build towers. Build towers, like, towards the back, though. It's going to be a little bit safer. Because the back one has some good tower nodes, and eventually we're going to have to fall back there, so... where are the tower nodes here in the back, actually? Oh, that's actually not that good. Shit. This is like a terrible tower back here. But this one is not. Oh, but this one is tied to which node? This one here? Okay, this is a good tower spot. Kislev, I think their tier 3 towers are pretty good. Okay. I think they're deployed. It looks like they're deployed. Okay, so now we can deploy. So that is a big-ass army. For sure. They got siege towers. Okay, I probably should have thought through the siege thing. They're not going to get hit here. We can go ahead and take the ice guard. Like, I almost feel like defending the gates isn't good. So Pyronado, we can deploy now. So go ahead and do that. We have some light pressure here. So there's a couple units. So we'll get some Kossars on the walls here. The problem is that Furies will massacre any of our infantry pretty well. Yeah, so maybe like a tower would be necessary here too. We can set up a tower here. Tricky. Yeah, there's like spawn coming. There's a lot of scary stuff. I think we just let Slaanesh get the big push here because this is going to be a tough one to defend. Let's see, what does he got here? Yeah, Anticity's got all of his cav back there too. So it's mainly just Furies are the big pain in the butt that we got to deal with for sure. All right, so we'll get you ladies ready. I don't want them on the walls though, because it's harder to defend them that way. Ice Guard are here. We'll keep one Zarguard like chilling nearby. He can adjust accordingly. Okay, so now we have a couple units ready to go. We got to watch out for like the back cap shenanigans, but that's why I have the. We're gonna put one guy like chilling over here, like one. He's just gonna be back there ready to go. And yeah, I mean, this will get some tower shots on those demonettes, but it shouldn't be too devastating, that's for sure. My big concern is the Fury. So, Pyronado, if you're listening, which go ahead and you can listen to the stream, you need to kill those Furies. Wherever Anticity goes with those, you need to follow, because they'll kill our towers, they're going to kill it. Furies are the biggest threat to us. They're hands down the biggest threat. Okay. We can fall back. We have the mobile goon squad to react to a number of threats. I'm going to keep it down here at first. All right. I can't like drag. Okay, there we go. That's very weird. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Yeah, so the back is going to be scary. There's going to be spawn and all sorts of scary shit moving over there. Is that an actual tower? No, it's not. Okay, that's not very good then. Probably going to just go after these Kossars, honestly. Yeah, Cathay, maybe Cathay holds one side and I hold the other type thing. I'm not sure. Put you guys up in the towers for now, I guess. Yeah. And we can keep one Ice Guard like over here to help out. I'm pretty sure the Ice Guard ladies will be able to deal with a bit of a threat there. And one of the Winged Lancers can be chilling here too. Alright, yeah, I think we're good. Looks like Cathay's got its defenses spread out. We're gonna have to set up towers as we go. This is a pretty good central tower, so we'll set up our first one here. All right. Yeah, we have a Kossar here with some Jade Lancers. It's gonna be really tough, man. Slaanesh is really good at sieging cities. So fast. And my army's pretty quick though too. I got some wheels, so we can hope for the best here. This tower won't be able to hit anything, so. They'll be pouring through the gates in no time. Those are exalted demonettes up there too. Oof, that's a big oof indeed. Oh, almost forgot. We'll get you guys down here too. And the Tsarina will be hanging out over here with the troops. Got some loose assets around.
To flee is to be disloyal.
Oh, the speech is on. All right, we need to get some more resources here.
You can win.
So yeah, this big Doom army is going to be coming for us. The towers are shooting the demonettes, so he moves them immediately, which is smart. And yeah, there's no towers here, so we're just going to get whatever free value we can from those demonettes back there. Great, and this tower is tied to this victory location. That's a pretty good spot, actually. Yeah, see, all the Furies are coming over here. They're all moving over there to get real nasty. How many demonettes did we get down? Couple? We'll stay for a little bit longer, but then we have to put some respect on those Furies' names. That's for damn sure. Tower at 1400. We'll build it. Boom. Ah, the pendulum. There you go. Nice foul Slaaneshi magic. Getting a little bit of a poke on that lord, though, which is certainly cost-effective. All right, let's pull you down. So our army is smaller. Their army is bigger than us because they're the attackers, which is fairly normal. Whoa! Oh my God! There's a wild-ass fire rain rocket here from Cathay. I love it. That's going to be hard to protect, though, man. That's going to be very tough to protect. But they're going to be through the gates in a moment. We have our cab nearby to help out. So Cathay and the captured cats, as we call them. Long riders are protecting this flank, which is good. We can position you, not you guys, but the ice guard right here to shoot over the walls. A little bit of damage against the approaching spawn. And, ooh, you see they're going for a back cap here. This is going to be nasty. I'm going to have to move a lot over there to go deal with it, probably. So let's get one Zargard, like, hustling back over here. It's going to take him, like, 45 minutes, but we can go ahead. And what do we have? Yeah, that's a big army, guys. That is a big, big army over there. So let's get the barricade platform and the barricade platform. So Ice Guard are shooting away. You can start working on the Exalted Demonettes on the wall. Let's see if we can dodge this. I think that's Slicing Shards. I'm not sure. But we should be... No, it's Pit of Shades. Okay, that's pretty good. Did some nice damage. The Winged Lancers are just chilling here. I don't know if we even really need them anymore here. Yeah. How are the Ice Guard doing? Are they actually shooting over the walls? They are. Great. Alright, so these Winged Lancers probably need to just get across the city. So let's get them over here. Because that back cap is going to be really nasty. We'll have to try and win some fights here in the valley. Okay, Chaos Furies have engaged. Ice Guard are fighting. I need the Kislev units to get in there. Or the what's it called? Yeah. Oh, they have Cultists too. Shit, okay. So the first fight is on. We got blockers up here. And let's go ahead and get a blocker right here too. So we're going to, like, block their progression there with all the buildings. Do some, like, siege tactics, which should be pretty cool. Heart of Winter in the gatehouse. Feels okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do that. Great, so we crumbled these guys down. Let's get these Demonettes. These Ice Guard need to flee the scene. And they can start running, like, back a little bit. Looks like we got a big engagement here. Oh, yeah. Huge flank here. He's got some shooting up in the walls. So let's do this. Let's do this as well. How is our blocking working? Yeah, we got the blockers up. It's pretty fun, actually. So let's get the Winged Lancers. Now we just save up for, like, towers back here and stuff. If we can get a big victory at the gates here and, like, trade well, then we can bounce back there and try and deal with them. All right, so let's bounce back. Get on these Heart Seekers. Long Riders are holding pretty well. And the tower here should be shooting and helping. Yeah, the Winged Lancer is going to struggle, though. Those Fiends are so fast, and they have such crazy capture weight, too. Like, anything the Fiends catch, they're gonna defeat. So I think we just have to yield some of the back objectives and then just try and win here. All right, let's get the AoE from Cathay, pop some buffs. It's looking rough. I'm getting a lot of value, but Cathay's not getting too much, which is a little bit scary. I think I just bring my Lancers over here to help. Those Chaos Furies are definitely problematic. Did that cast just not go off? Looks like it didn't. That's weird. I don't think Anticity's even really fighting. I think he's just going for the back caps. We're basically just getting the 2v1 here. Okay, what are these? Exalted Demonettes? Dude, they're so hard to kill. They're so hard to kill. Let's move over here. Keep lancing them down. Do this. Nice. We got the capture cats. We have some infantry fighting here. Most of the Ice Guard got wrecked. I'm pretty sure we got swamped over here. Yeah, see, we just got dunked on. Oh, this is over for sure. You can see the value differential. They just have a lot more value than us, which normally is mitigated by the defender. We probably should have just defended the back of the city and turtle, but that's no fun. I feel like defending the walls is where the fun is at. Oh my god. It's really hard to defend these sieges in the big cities. Maybe that's why they gave us so many funds. We have Cathay, and that's basically it. She's like the last bastion. So 8,000, 3,000, 9,000 from Parappa, and Anticity's got 4. He's mainly just capturing objectives. He's not trying to fight us, I don't think. Can we Helm's Deep anywhere? Maybe this is the spot to Helm's Deep. So let's get a tower up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Cathay away either. Tower. Hey, Pit of Shade's going down. Nice. Cathay is surrounded. Heart of Winter is going to cost 24 Winds of Magic. Longwiz have come in to help. So most of my army's in the can. I have a couple units that are still around. So we're going to just set this up. And mostly Demonettes around the city. Oh my god. Yeah, this map is enormous. You would need a huge army to defend this city, especially against Slaanesh. Just save for Heart of Winter. If Katarine can live that long, we'll have to see. Do we have any Cav that can come help? Maybe they can ride down here and help. I think they need to. All right, let's go. Katarine, live a little bit longer. We held okay there at the gates. But look at this shit. We have like just a Slaaneshi Doom Legion coming for us. Oh my god, there's too many. Just a capture cat outside of the city. Can pull it in. Almost enough Winds of Magic for this. Yeah, well, Anticity's still fighting. He's got about 5,000 value. He just kind of crumbled this like weak formation here. I feel like in siege battles, even in multiplayer siege battles, the preferable way to win is probably just cheesing with camping the back of the city. That's probably your best objective, but or your best way to do it, I should say. We'll move you in. You get the Heart of Winter here, which is nice. There's definitely some things that are going okay. Capture Cat is on its way in. People call them Capture Cats because they have overpowered capture weight. Anticity just moving back here in a grooving. He's just now arriving. Yeah, he's got his Demonettes, so they're going to be able to crump most of our units. How do we do here? Katarine's Heart of Winter, pretty MLG. I mean, it did break that entire army, more or less. But Katarine's not going to be able to solo all this shit, that's for sure. We have a couple Marauders of Slaanesh here. She actually was pretty beast mode. Zarina got 3,000 value. She's the only thing that did really good for us. Are we army lost? Ah, but they don't know the tricks of Kislev. Yes. Yeah, siege battles are tricky, man. They're tricky to balance. Being the defender just feels rough. Feels very rough. If it was like in Warhammer 2, it's actually easier to defend sieges. Minor settlements would probably be more balanced too than a siege battle for multiplayer. Yeah, GG, well played, guys. It was fun. Sorry, that probably wasn't terribly fun to watch. It's just, yeah, it's hard to defend everything. It's hard. With two small armies don't really make much sense. Yeah, you probably have to go huge, but then there's lag, right? That's the issue because their armies are so much bigger than ours as the attacker, and we don't even really get the benefit of the defenses unless we turtle in the back. GG, guys, well played. So that will be it today. We'll look into more siege stuff. Yeah, you probably just have to abuse it. Oh, Pyro, man. You tried. It's really tough to defend siege, especially against good players. But that will be it today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the showcases. We played every single faction today. We tried the new shooting to decent effect. It didn't seem... Oh, Parappa, you did super good, man. It didn't seem... Seems like defenders need more money. Yeah, they do. You just don't have enough tools to defend, especially against Slaanesh because you're too fast. Like Nurgle, you can kind of adjust to, but yeah, against Slaanesh we would need more stuff. Or just cheese the back of the city and just Helm's Deep it. That's like your best bet, probably. That's what I was saying. But overall, opinions on the patch, just kind of close things out. I like the comeback mechanic. The shooting changes are still up in the air. I think Powder needed a buff. Line of Sight needed a buff on shooting. Otherwise, factions like Khorne and Nurgle are just going to dominate the meta and vampire counts. Like, you're not going to see anything different. So I think it's potentially good, but we'll have to see. I'm going to have some tournaments. We'll gather some solid data. You know, people are obviously going to see it and draw their conclusions, but until we have actual, hard data of it winning, like we're seeing Cathay and Kislev winning against like Khorne and, high-level factions, I think that's when we can draw our conclusions. So too early for that. The new RORs are cool. Nothing terribly exciting, honestly. I think it's hard to get excited until we get the Immortal Empires. Like we're kind of in this weird position where it's just like, yeah, we need Immortal Empires. Like nothing is really going to tide us over until that happens, I think. I hate the comeback mechanic. Did I say I like it? I like that they got rid of the comeback mechanic. I don't know if I spoke incorrectly, but yeah, overall, good changes. I think the shooting change is a step in the right direction, even if it might be overtuned. We'll see. And we will see. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed the games. Yeah, Anticity, come play Cathay, man. Prove how strong it is. Prove it's OP. Then I will believe it. Until we see it at a high level. Like, obviously, against low-level players in Domination, it's going to work because they're just going to move into your box and you're just going to shoot them to pieces. But if you're playing against another high-level player, they're going to bring AoE spells. They're going to punish your shooting with Furies, as they've always done. And yeah, so it's different. I would like to see someone in the grand finals, when there's some stakes, pick Grand Cathay against Khorne. If it's so powerful, let's see how good it truly is, right? That's what I want to see. But thank you all for joining. It was a lot of fun. GG to everyone. We played 7 matches. Ogres seem to benefit a little bit from it too. Although they're more like Ushapti Great Bows, but yeah, they seem to be able to shoot the Lead Belchers into combat. I wasn't unhappy about that. But yeah, again, just waiting for Immortal Empires, guys. We'll hopefully have it soon. Hopefully soon we'll be able to showcase it. Obviously, we know I think it's coming in August, but usually Creative Assembly will give us some sort of an early look so we can show it to you guys and all that. So hopefully, though, we'll get that soon and we can get that party started. All right. Take care, guys. See you next time. Thank you for joining. And thank you to our new members today, as well as several generous donations. Really appreciate it, guys. And that will be it for now. Adios, do widzenia, dobranoc. I'm off to hang out with the smoking hot wife.